going on, everyone? We're playing another classic from Sierra today. Hope you got your cowboy boots on for this one. I certainly do, as far as you know. This is... There it is. Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist. Try saying that 3 times fast. Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist. Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist. Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it. I actually did it in warm-up, and I did it just fine in the pre-show taping. Of course, once we're live, everything goes out the window. We are doing this live, by the way, part of Tossback Tuesday. Tune in every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on Let's Play with Brigands YouTube. We're playing classics like this live, and it's a fantastic time. All right. One of the best parts about this game, I think we're just going to go right into it, right? The Ballad of Freddy Pharkas. How many games have their own ballad?
He was born in old St. Louis. By the age of 4, Dad knew he was the best little crack shot the West had ever seen. By the time he reached pubescence, he could outshoot all the adolescents west of Durango and north of Abilene. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, famous gunslinging deputy. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, frontier hero to be. Then one day, young Freddy Pharkas stared at eyes as black and dark as night. The eyes of an outlaw well known throughout the West. Oh, the tough kid's name was Kenny, and he outdrew Freddy Pharkas when he shot Freddy's ear off to prove who was the best. Now our hero Freddy Pharkas, with wounded pride and earless carcass, vowed to the heavens to give up gunnery. He'd be better off, he reckoned, with a lifelong dream that always beckoned. Pestles, not pistols, and pharmacology. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, highest score on his SAT. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, 5-year college degree. After Fred matriculated, got his PhD and graduated, moved out to Course Gold and bought a pharmacy. Now he's a real prescription writer, and they don't know he's an ex-gunfighter. Locked up his memories, repressed them totally. But his peaceful new survival soon was shot to hell upon arrival of Course Gold schoolmarm, the sweet Penelope. She has captured Fred's affection, but he's scared he'll get a huge rejection. Can't bear to tell her just what he used to be. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, frontier pharmacist, bourgeoisie. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, peerless, earless, and free.
All right, people, let's start a brand new game. Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist, Act 1. Live in the Course Gold drain. And if I recall, the Freddy actor kind of sounds a bit like a Chris Parnell type. We'll see.
Freddy Pharkas? You was asking about Freddy
I sure
Pharkas?
was.
The man what saved Course Gold, only nobody knowed it was him? Why, just hop up here on old Whitland Willie's lap, and I'll tell you all about it. Ow, consarn it, a bit more to the right. That's got it. Sit right there. Oh, no, thank you.
All right.
Now, if I remembers this right, it's been quite a few years. My brain's getting a mite rusty. Oh, that's right. It all started when Freddy went to open up the pharmacy one day, way back in the spring of 1888, as I recall.
And the days of Arthur Morgan. I pictured that little girl doing that narration just now. She was right there. All right, this is Freddy.
Taking a serious look at yourself. You decide you like what you see.
Except it's very clearly the narrator from the later Leisure Suit Larry talkies, but like with a bit of a southern drawl to it. And we'll get a nice...
Scratching right there sure feels good, eh, Freddy?
Just picture him narrating Larry Laffer game. It's right in there. Let's go to Mom's. Actually, first thing we got to do is save off and early. Is it Freddy? There we are. Oh man, how is it? Turn the speed up. I think the detail's good where it is. Volume all the way up. Text speed, I guess, is good. Now that we got that right, let's get it one more. Fredward. Freddy Laffer. Alright, into Mom's Cafe we go. But I remember Freddy being kind of a cross between Larry Laffer in the face and Roger Wilco. You'll see what I mean in just a second.
Morning, Helen.
Yep.
Freddy Pharkas, since when are we on a first-name basis? Only my closest friends may call me Helen. You and I are acquaintances, nothing more. Therefore, you should address me as Mom.
Land's sake, I'm sorry, Mom?
That's better. Now, what'd you want?
Well, when I remember,
It's
I'll
a little
let
Chris
you know.
Parnelli.
Honestly, some people.
You get some corn or beans. Oh, the beans are open.
You won't need any of that corn. You're getting enough corn playing this game.
Oh, Aloe. So on point.
Hey, Mom, would you mind if I took this empty can?
If you must, I suppose there's more where that came from. In fact, I insist you take it. Get it out of here. I'm sick of the sight of it.
Score! We are now the proud owners of an empty can of beans. But the line cook doesn't look like he's from around here.
Howdy, Hop. How's the
Pop.
restaurant business?
Pretty slow. Not much business. Seem like town closing up and blowing away.
You've noticed that too, have you?
Oh yes, first old abandoned mine, then assay office, then post office, then toll and tin shop, then theater, yesterday hotel.
My God.
What next?
Hopefully not my pharmacy.
Well, I intend to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe hurry before Mom's next to go. Hop Sing not want to lose his job.
Hop Sing. Yeah, some of this holds up better than other bits. Let's go to the tavern. Super uncomfortable. Designed by L.O. Hey, there's a prospector. For some gold, no doubt. Got his pickaxe. How you doing, sir?
Well, if it ain't Sam Andreas, the bartender's bartender.
If it's not, I'm having a severe identity crisis.
I wonder if he did the voice of...
How the heck are you?
Tolerably well. Yourself?
Can't complain.
Kinda sounds
Pharmacy
like
business
Sydney.
seems to be pretty good lately.
from Space Quest 6.
Well,
But
the
obviously
pharmacy
with a
business has always
accent.
been a little too interesting for me to hear about, so, don't be a stranger.
Play it, Neville.
Neville, in order not to lose track of the piece he's playing, says nothing. However, he raises his eyebrows as if to say, "Certainly, sir, I'll be happy to play whatever selection you'd care to hear. And what's more, I'll make this old piano sound like a whole orchestra."
Nothing condescending about that. Oh, we have a lot of choices here, people. I've grown accustomed to your ace was a favorite of mine as a child. When you say blood, how about Gunrise gun set? That is epic. This is the perfect theme for when you want to talk to this feller.
Doc.
Doc.
Hey, Doc.
Huh?
What's that?
Are you
Are
drunk
you
again?
drunk again?
Me? Drunk? Never. I'm as sober as the day I was plowed off my ass. I mean, the day I was born.
Doc, you're not writing prescriptions while you're drunk, are you?
Uh-oh.
No, never. Yeah. I'm a responsible individual with an impeccable imperfect reputation.
They come to me to get those things filled. I don't want to be responsible.
It's old Doc Dizzy Gillespie. He's been drinking again. Must be office hours. It's Doc's whiskey
Maybe we should
glass.
take it away from him.
You pick up the whiskey glass.
Score! Forgot that's a regular thing.
Gold, strangers. I haven't seen you around these parts before. You new in town?
You hear the unmistakable sound of grinding and cracking teeth. You hear the splitting, tearing sound of 6 severely chapped lips curling up in ugly sneers. You hear the pop of knuckles as 3 trigger fingers
And they
flex
say,
in
pull up a
readiness.
chair,
You
mister,
decide
let's
your
talk.
friendly offhand comments have been misinterpreted.
All right, never mind.
There's nothing on the table worth taking. And the table itself isn't even worth taking.
Roulette, should we play some snooker?
You've got more important things to do right now than play with those balls.
You can take the Larry Laffer out of the aloe, but you can't take the aloe out of the Freddy Pharkas. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some sexual innuendo. Almost looked like the moose is wearing spectacles.
It's a Moosehead, the only domestic brand Sam serves.
Moosehead. Moosehead Lager. I could go for one of them right now. Or a sarsaparilla, as has been suggested in the live chat. Can we get Freddy too? Is door open? It's that classic Questergory 4 door opening sound. Josh Mandel.
Wow, some of Dad Gum's magic elixir. This stuff can be used to cure a wide variety of conditions. The foremost being sobriety.
Then by all means, put in them pants.
You surreptitiously swipe the elixir, looking around to see if anybody's watching. Fortunately, nobody is.
Oh yeah, there was a guy popping out there. Oh, what's his name?
Score!
You pull the ice pick out of the barrel and gingerly place it in your pocket. Just don't bend over suddenly or you'll circumcise yourself. Of course, that won't be any skin off your nose.
Classic. All right. Pool table belongs in a rec room. I love it. Excellent puns. That's what you miss out on if you don't catch these live, people. Yeah, that was definitely... Let's see if we get that Adventurers Guild door opening sound again. Yep. Igor, don't go in church. What?
There's no need to touch that.
It's weird, we can't go in the church.
You would never dream of stealing a candle from a church, but they wouldn't miss one of those puddles of candle wax.
I don't know, Jesus and the Lord work in mysterious ways. That's fine. I just noticed there's a sheep here.
A squeaky old sheep weather vane turns gently on top of Reverend
My depth
Hallelujah's
perception,
house.
not what it used to be.
Perhaps he's trying to get people to join his flock.
Wait a minute. Was that? Yep. Been a while.
You take the key to the church.
There we go. All right. Did we dare check the coffin? sure it's unoccupied.
You slowly open the coffin.
Doesn't sound unoccupied.
Say, you ought to do something about that coffin.
Aloe, huge fan of the puns as well. We'll get plenty of those. Anyway, onward. Yeah, I thought I remembered that name Josh Mandel before.
What's the matter? You don't like your own name? So you want to take somebody else's?
That's not what I was reaching for, but I love it.
You turn the faucet on and water gushes out.
You're a right dick. I don't think I want
You
that
turn
yet. Do we have anything to catch the water? I do have my can. My precious can.
That just doesn't work like that.
Well, turn it on.
You turn... That just doesn't...
Really?
that
Water
just
plus container?
You wash...
What did we
You
wash?
turn the...
Well, anyone in the outhouse? Let's be rude. Larry?
Pardon me, this stall is occupied.
What a cameo. You knew we'd see Larry Laffer at some point. Didn't think it'd be in the first 5 minutes, did you?
Pardon me, this stall is occupied.
There's like no reference that it's like his great-great-great-grandfather or something. They don't mention that. They're just like, it's Larry.
The outhouse has a signature half-moon cutout.
What are you doing? What was I doing? Sure, that was more a reference to when I was pouring the water, not watching Larry ogle naked ladies in his magazine. One of my favorite things when I was a kid to do in this game, for some reason, was to come over and ruin this little girl's day. Where is it? Here we go.
Hello, Weebix. How are you this morning?
She pointedly
Freddy's
stares
such a
away
dick.
from you, counting to herself and looking
I love
just a
this.
bit peeved.
1, 5, 9, 33, 4, 7.5, 2, 6. I've
What an
confused
asshole.
you now, haven't I?
Weebix's eyes get very large and well up with tears. She sets her jaw firmly and keeps jumping. Starting with
Oh.
1. You are not proud
You were
of
not
yourself.
proud of yourself. I love that. We can just do it over and over again. I love that laugh at the end. It's like a Gaston type. I'm still going to save off and end early. I think our Penelope, doesn't she pop out here in a second? We can talk to her. Talk to one of the other kids while we wait.
Hello,
Sissy.
Sissy. My, your golden locks are looking pretty today.
Sissy glares at you with a look that says, I know 1,000 ways to cause pain to
Oh.
a human body. You want to start counting?
Demon Child. Penelope.
Penelope.
Freddy, how
Oh,
nice to see you. Did you leave work just to come see me?
Sure.
Yeah. Just being able to look at you makes my day seem to fly by.
Penelope titters and tilts her head coyly.
Oh, you do know how to flatter a girl, don't you? Now you get back to work so you'll have enough money to take me to the Sadie Hawkins Day dance next
Heck yeah.
As you wish, milady.
Oh.
It's a good laugh. Alright. All I can hear is the Adventurers Guild opening and closing now. Alright. Where's our dang flingin' flangin' pharmacy? Tall and thin shop. Too bad it closed up. That looks exactly like that would be catered to Freddy's stature there.
Morning, Dominic.
Morning,
There's
Freddy.
a lot of cigars you got there, Dominic.
What's new?
Let's see. I finished reading A Century of Dishonor last night. Quite impressive. That Helen Hunt Jackson really knows how to evoke an image of the white man's treachery. Do you know how many treaties your people have signed and then broken in the past 20 years
5,
alone?
10, 7.5.
Excuse me, I heard someone calling me or
Yeah,
something.
that's an awkward conversation. I gotta get to work.
The pharmacy door is locked. This ain't Mayberry, partner.
Wish it was. Like, go with an Andy Griffith.
Nobody will miss this key to the church.
Hey, this looks just like the key to the front door of my pharmacy.
Well, if you're that excited.
That just doesn't...
Score!
You unlock the door.
Was that out of 1,000 points?
500 points. You're halfway through the game.
Holy hell, we are. He was not lying. Imagine how con people would feel in the 90s when they bought this. They're like, what? You get the other half for just closing the door behind you. Credits roll, and then Aloe, just an animated version of him giving you the finger. Like, son of a bitch, Aloe. What the hell? All right.
It's the president's wife. She's the head of the Just Say No to Ether campaign.
That's fair. Man. Go for, like, you make milkshakes and stuff back here?
There's nothing there to be... There's nothing... Quit picking at everything. The Symphonium hasn't worked since 1885, when old Manny Rivberg put his fist through it.
It was a dark day.
Old Manny Rivberg. That old Manny Rivberg, he just keeps... Oh, sorry.
That's enough. Say any more and we'll have to pay a royalty.
I was just thinking that. Oh, first cust. Oh, it's Penelope. I like her music.
Frederick.
Why, Miss Prim, you sure are looking purty today.
Now, Frederick, you may call me Penelope if you please. After all, I think we're to that point in our relationship.
She must be talking about the hayride you both went on last month. Or the square dance you both went to last week. Or the cow tipping expedition you both went on last night.
All historically accurate.
Well then, to what do I owe the pleasure of your company this fine morning?
Oh, this isn't a social call, I'm afraid. I have this rather important prescription Doc Gillespie gave me. I was hoping you could fill it as soon as possible.
My pleasure, Penelope.
Freddy Pharkas. I'm thinking that's definitely the old man who died in no spoilers, or spoiler alert, Quest for Glory 4, that you reunite Nikolai. You reunite him with his ghost wife. I swear that's the same guy now that I hear it a bit more. Just looking this up, hope you don't mind. Cam Clark is the feller's name. Just want to see if he was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, apparently. But was he also... Wow, he's had a lot of voice work. Maybe a lot of people know Cam Clark. I know the name. This is important. Sorry. Yep, Nikolai. He was also the Domovoy and the Gypsy, Davy. Small World / they're both Sierra games, so not really. There you go. Good times. Cam Clark. That is a good name, a strong name. Fantastic. I would highlight this if I, yeah, that was a good comment. A squatch. Anyway, sure.
I sure have been having a swell time with you these past few weeks, Penelope.
Why, thank you, Frederick. I have too.
And she was definitely one of the ladies.
I do believe I have a growing
He's got a boner
affection for you.
That's sweet of you, Frederick. I think you're very cute. For a pharmacist,
What's that?
is. Considering you've only got one
right.
ear. And you're scrawnier than the other men in town.
She thinks I'm cute. She really
That's all you
thinks
picked
I'm
out
cute.
of that, huh? The pharmacy, I feel like a pharmacist was like a noble and upscale kind of profession in the late 1800s. I don't know. Does she want me to do this right now? I'm sorry.
Why, the poor dear. She must be suffering from the vapors, those injurious exhalations produced within the body, creating feelings of hypochondria and depression. Her prescription is in Doc's usual scrawl and smells of whiskey, so you know it's authentic.
She didn't forge it. All right. Now I remember, so I used to screw up these prescriptions. Fortunately, it was just a game. Dangerous thing in the real world, screw up a prescription.
You rub the paper all over your hands, but it's still legible.
Okay, we go to the back to do this. Yep.
That just doesn't. You rub. You study Penelope's prescription.
First prescription,
and
everyone.
Carefully fill it. You wouldn't want to make a mistake with her medicine.
Water, prescription boxes, phenosulfonphthali. Say that 3 times fast. Potassium, tetrazole. Pepticlymycin tetrazole. Okay. Balance. Graduated cylinder. And then how many was it? 40? $4 ml. Okay, 2 times.
Why, the
5
poor
days.
dear. She must be suffering from the vapors.
That's where, yeah, okay.
Those injurious
Do some
exhalations.
multiplication. I was told there would be no math, but here we are. So, times 2, times 2, times 5, times 2. And there's your 40. Okay. We got like, where do I put this in now? Do I have a,
This is where you concoct all your potions, pills, and powders.
Put that degree together.
It's here that you truly earn the right to call yourself Freddy
Josh Mandel is
Pharkas,
also the voice of King Graham.
Frontier Pharmacist.
I think that's probably where that sounds familiar from as well, since we played those games recently. Can I give it to her in this whiskey glass? Pill machine.
This is where you concoct all your potions.
Crucible. Do we have...
But you...
did it just go away now, essentially? Medicine bottles. There we go. I found it. All right. Pop that down there. Pop that down there. It goes pretty much wherever I put it. That's handy. There we go. Put that back there. Medicine bottle. Breaking Bad, definitely. Measuring spatula. Corks.
You carefully label the container Miss Penelope Prim for internal use only. And what internals they are, you dream about them day and night.
All right, hopefully we won't be killing Penelope here. Hopefully she didn't nick anything while we were back there.
Score! Thank you, Frederick. This looks perfect. You are a scholar and a gentleman.
Aw, shucks. I'm just a poor pharmacist trying to please my favorite customer. Will I see you again soon?
I think that can be arranged, Frederick. See you soon.
She's like, you get me high. You
I'll
got
be
the
waiting.
drugs, Freddy.
So long now,
I'll be back.
Penelope.
Side quest of this is to put...
Unfortunately, you were so taken with Penelope's angelic presence that you forgot to charge her the 19 cents she owed you.
Not running a charity here. Yeah, the side quest is to put this steer skull on as many people as possible.
Good day, Freddy. Freddy Pharkas.
Well, good day to you, Ms. Back. What can I do for you today?
Well, Freddy Pharkas, Doc Gillespie, that no-good gin-soaked saw no lush, wrote me this damn prescription that'll probably cost me an arm and a leg. Here, take it. The rot gut from that old wino doctor is making my new ensemble stink to high heaven, I want to tell you.
I mean, can't they come back in like 5 minutes?
So, how's the restaurant business?
Shoot, don't ask.
Is that one of those instances where they got a different voice actor for that one line?
I swear my delicate constitution ain't up to the heat and the flies this year. Hopsing's spending more time swatting flies than he is in the kitchen. He hardly has time to wash his hands. Of course, we ain't getting nothing delivered on time anymore because of the train. We gotta get our produce by Pony Express, and it ain't too pretty once it gets here.
Pony Express, when it positively, absolutely has to be there by the Industrial Revolution.
But I don't want to complain. Just get my prescription filled, will you? There's a lad.
Okay. Gotcha. It's a good point, Tess-chan. It's gonna be a rough day when Penelope, that is, comes in with a prescription for chlamydia. But, Penelope, your lovely insides. She's like, and outsides, Freddy. What do we got here?
Helen Back's prescription is barely legible due to all the whiskey spots, but you eventually decipher it.
Come back. Wait.
Helen?
Ted's 3 times, 7 days.
Helen Back's prescription is barely...
Somebody's... I'd like the guide for just these prescriptions, at least.
That just doesn't... You study Helen Back's prescription and prepare to carefully fill it.
Okay. All right. 15 milligrams of enterosalicin. Anyway, this. The cylinder. Guess we gotta put it down there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 15. Okay. Put this in the beaker. Back on the shelf that goes. And now I want the phenadol oxytriglychlorate. Oxytriglycerate. This stuff. 30. Done. Okay. Put this in the beaker. Okay. Stirring rod on the beaker. It's the beaker on the pill machine. Medicine bottle on the pill machine 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Swear this is the exact same thing I did last time.
You carefully label the container.
This is a Sierra game. From Aloe, actually. I swear this is the exact same thing I made last time.
Score!
Whatever. She said
That's
score.
better, Freddy Pharkas.
That'll be 22 cents, Miss Back.
Y'all just put it on my
You killed one of her
I don't have
pets.
it with me right now.
Put it towards the pet funeral. I should stick with this one in case I need to fill out any more prescriptions.
Freddy Cherie.
Whoa.
Just slide that handsome pharmacist butt on
All right.
over here. I got something I need from you.
Morning, Sadie. What have you got?
Well, I got a prescription here I need filled. Some that'll increase my womanly powers, if and you know what I mean. Be a dear and fill it for me right away, won't you? I simply can't wait to try it out.
Your wish is my command, madam.
What if
You
this
take
game
the
was just
prescription
6
from the
hours
man.
of this?
What a busy morning. You haven't had to fill this many prescriptions since Custer's troops stayed at the Dirty Sheet Hotel. This prescription is impossible
Right.
to read. That's what happens when Doc writes a prescription through bleary, whiskey-soaked eyeballs.
In which case, yeah, we can't do this right now. We need to go find Doc.
Excuse me, Sadie. I've got to run out for a bit. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay, Freddy, but hurry back.
All right. Sadie. Still more credit to be halfway through the game. They're still showing credits. Halfway, quote unquote. Alright, let's see if Doc can make sense of this for it. Hey, look at that little cow poke. It's cute. Doc, what the H is this?
I can't read this so good. Must be something wrong with my eyes. Don't you touch me, Freddy Pharkas. I'm sterile, and I don't need your help.
Okay, Doc, just take it easy.
And Happy New Year to you, George Bailey. In jail.
George Bailey? You know that
Oh,
reference
no.
already?
He thinks he's Lionel Barrymore. It happens once in a while.
Glass back.
I don't want it back now. You emptied it.
No, it was empty when I got it from you.
Sam, Freddy drank my whiskey.
It's not a contest, boys. Now play nice.
Okay. All the way around.
Score!
Let's see. It does help. 25 milligrams one day as directed. Suddenly, it all makes sense.
Ah, now you can see this prescription the way
Slash,
Doc
I'm still
wrote
gonna
it.
look it up on how to make this. But there you go. You suck, Doc. You're an embarrassment to your profession.
Doc?
What? What's that? Oh, I swear, it's an established medical procedure.
No, Doc. I just wanted to tell you that I'm worried about you. Your prescriptions have been getting sloppier and sloppier. Let's work
The rest
together
of this game
on
is
this.
just a huge intervention for Doc.
You have my complete cooperation. Let's drink to it. Barkeep, another round for my prescription-filling friend here.
That's right, we need each other.
Just simmer in your own juices for a while.
Alright, now that we got that sorted. It's ridiculous that we had to do it in the first place, Doc. Get yourself sorted, man. Back to the Pharkas Pharmacy.
I'm back, Sadie. Sorry for the delay. I just had to check out a few things.
Perfectly okay, Freddy, hon. I was just admiring the way you display your goods.
Look who's talking.
Oh, Freddy. He is a little horn dog. Nothing's going on with Penelope yet, so. Alright. Haven't saved in a while. She doesn't seem like the type to rob me blind, but...
You were so clever to use Doc's whiskey glass to read Madame Overy's
Madame
prescription.
Overy.
Now you prepare to carefully fill it.
All right. So let's get this right. Let's see. I'm just giving up on trying to pronounce anything in this game. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3. Mortar and pestle. There it is. Okay. Guess is that now in there? Oops. Oh, did we already do that? Oh, there we go. Medicinal papers. Okay. Oops.
This is where you concoct all your potions, pills, and powders. It's here that... This is where...
Not gonna be room for 6 of these. Maybe there is. Alright. My 6. Use the 5 GM measuring spatula on the mortar. Okay. 5 in each medicinal paper.
You knock them together, but otherwise accomplish nothing.
Oh, I screwed that up. Throw it out. Really? That's weird. So it's weird how he threw the stuff away that one time, and then another time I was able to give her the wrong prescription. Oh well.
You were so
All right. Okay. Put that down there. Put that in there. And then we need the that it? Phosphate? Yep. Awesome. Mix that in.
This is where...
Mix it up. Now. I may have thrown away on purpose earlier. That's entirely possible as well.
This is...
Okay. So we'll put 5 milligrams in each of these. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Prescription box. A prescription box. What kid didn't want to fill prescriptions in the late 1800s as a kid? In the 90s.
You carefully label the container Madame Overy.
Then you hear a score. Maybe it's not till we give it to her. And give it to her. There you are, Madame Overy. Yes!
Why, merci, Freddy dear.
That's gonna be 22 cents, Sadie, but for you, I'll make it
Oh.
19.
What do you say we just sorta take it out in trade? I'm a mite short.
What are you offering?
Well...
Why, thank you, Freddy. Ooh, you sweet potato pie. I'll catch you tonight, maybe, huh? Au revoir.
Au revoir. I noticed 22 is the price for the people who... now what now? That fella holding his anus?
Hey, Pharkas! My butt's killing me!
He does know how to make an entrance, doesn't he?
Sorry to hear that, Smithy.
Yeah, so give me some of that Preparation G.
Preparation G? Guess H came along in the 20th century. That's fair. That checks out, actually. Don't bother looking that up. Yeah, I was going to say 19 cents is the Penelope discount. Guess we'll just give that out to any ladies that we find fetching. Preparation G? We got that back here? Oh. Personal quarters. Yeah, did we kill this ourselves?
Your authentic moose skin rug looks very attractive with those eyeglasses on it. It would have been a mite less lumpy if somebody had remembered to skin the moose first. There's nothing under there but more moose. The armoire door is wide open, displaying your outfits for all the world to see and admire.
Hopefully Smithy's not cleaning me out right now. Oh, that's fancy.
Score!
You take your old gunslinger clothes and your good guy model Stetson
Good
hat.
guy model. Stetson hats now available in good guy and bad guy, and undecided. Guy in the rated R
time
movie.
To sit and read books. You're in the middle of a stirring saga of the Old West.
Stirring. Claim check.
Score!
You pick up the claim check, your hand trembling with the memory of the last time you wore the boots that you traded for it. That monster, Kenny the Kid, looking down at you and laughing as your ear bled in the hot sun. You put those boots away, never to wear them again. And when you moved to Coarse Gold, you sent them to be cleaned and polished. That was years ago. They've probably been lost or thrown away by now.
Kind of sounded like that one guy at the inn in Mordavia, too. We could even import an elephant or two for old time's sake. Love that guy.
The dresser is it's been so long.
Anything? A little key.
Score!
You take the key.
Hot dog! Now we're getting somewhere.
3 keys. How luxurious.
A small picture of your mother, rest her soul. If only she could have lived to see you now, an ex-gunslinging pharmacist in Coarse Gold, California. She'd have had a heart attack and died.
Okay. Whoa.
Leave that. The desktop's locked. Damn this crude desktop interface.
Hold on. Is that what that little key's for? So cute.
You unlock the desktop.
Aw, heck yeah. I'm glad you heard that too.
The drawer's locked. The drawer's It's an interesting drawer. You wonder if it's made any famous sketches.
It clearly looks like I can interact with this.
The drawer. There's no need to touch that. Why, it's your old roll-top desk. What happened to that roll you recently left on top of it? You must have eaten it. There's no... The drawer. There's no... It's an Why, it's your old... It's an interesting drawer. Why, it's your...
Was there something in there that I already grabbed? Is that a handkerchief?
This puddle of candle wax from the... There's no... The drawer's locked. You unlock the desk drawer.
Oh, okay. 5 hours later, he figured it out.
Score!
You take the letter out of the drawer.
Score!
That was the preparation G, though. Might have that up front, actually.
This is where you... Nope, that's not your survival. You won't. Savvy druggists Savvy druggists, like you, eschew the use of trashy medicinals like these. On top of this cabinet, you have a stunningly arranged display of Old Snuffy's Limp Root Hair Oil Cream in the 8-ounce, 16-ounce, and giant 64-ounce Baby
For the
Huey
discerning
jars,
gentleman.
as well as a few dusty boxes of Rustler's Stove chocolates.
What's up, Brandon?
Rustler's Stove, the standard of drugstore chocolates for over half a century. On the upper shelf of the right display case, you keep some of your hot sellers. Prospector's Pride Uranium Hair Highlighter. Her Majesty's second favorite Real Cream Toffee Lumps. Where'd you get those Rosy Cheeks face pincers? Chapspit Mucous Membrane Astringent Balm, Old Crater Face's Arsenic Complexion Tablets, and Smathers and Smathers Scrape Me Off the Ceiling Lord Jalapeno Arthritis.
We got it all.
You wouldn't recommend yours. You briefly consider shoplifting some. You pick up a tube of Preparation G in the handy 25-ounce Krabby Elephant size.
Krabby Elephant size. All right, sir. More. What's that letter say?
You received this letter a few years back from your recently dearly departed friend, Phil Graves.
Dear Freddy, thank you so very kindly for your gracious hospitality during my recent convalescence. The floor of your workroom proved a comfortable bed, and the stale pharmacy goods you fed me staved off starvation quite adequately. I must admit to being a little curious of your request that I retain your safety deposit key for you. I cannot imagine what you have secured in that bank vault that could create such strong feelings of both revulsion and endearment. However, I have done as you asked and taken your key with me. I vow to you I will never return this key to you, nor even allow it within your sight. I further swear to keep it with me wherever I go. On this you have my word of honor, for I am ever your friend, Philip D. Graves.
There you go. All right, Shaky suffered long enough. Here's your prep G, bro.
That'll be 15 cents, Smithy, but I don't suppose you can pay me.
Are you saying I can't pay my bills fair and square, Pharkas? Well, here, I'm gonna settle up tabs with you anyway, since I'm leaving town. Here's what I owe you.
Smithy pays you his tab. A whole $4.87. Holy moly, a
We're rich.
windfall. You're rich. Well,
Kinda, sorta.
And if you takes my advice, you'll get out of this town, Pharkas. The sheriff's closing people up right and left. Something stinks. And I mean them horses, 'cause they're farting up a storm, I'm a-telling you. It was like to pass out. Somebody must have put something in their feed. I don't know what, but I tell you, don't go striking no matches out there. Good luck
Good
to
to
you,
know.
Pharkas. You was always one of the good.
Thanks,
Good luck
Smithy.
to you, Smithy. Your strong back and gruff but good-hearted demeanor will be sorely missed.
But you was a strangin'.
But she was. That's terrifying, that view of Smithy. Jeez, the busiest day we've ever had at Freddy's Pharmacy.
Fire inspection. I'm here to check out your fire safety per the new town regulations. Oh, look here. It's a good thing I came, Pharkas. I'm gonna have to shut this place up tighter than a pissant scrotum.
But, Sheriff, how could you? What's the charge? I haven't done anything wrong.
Fire hazard, my boy. Fire hazard. Why, this building's a terrible fire hazard. Looks to me like this whole damn building's made out of wood.
But, Sheriff, every building in this town is constructed of wood.
I don't know nothing about that, son. Tough luck, Pharkas. From now on, just keep the front door locked.
But what am I supposed to do, Sheriff? This is my livelihood.
If I was you, I'd talk to the bank. G'day.
Something fishy about that sheriff. I don't know about you guys. I always wanted to slap the sheriff. I certainly want to slap him right now. Act 2. The plot sickens. Okay. Closed. Well, at least we won't have to fill any more prescriptions. There's an upside to this, I suppose.
So Freddy was forced to shut down the old pharmacy.
Weren't right.
But he vowed to keep the place up, knowing that someday he'd be opening it up again. Problem being, the sheriff, an ornery cuss if there ever was one, was doing this all over town. The hotel, the playhouse, the smithy, the tall and thin shop, closing them all down on some flimsy pretext. There was no telling who was going to be next. Who'd put the sheriff up to it? And what was happening with the horses, for crying out loud? It were a mystery, says I.
Somebody's poor horse seems to be dispelling huge quantities of a noxious methane compound.
Looks like it has a face, though. That's perfect icon placement, if I do say so myself. Well, that's disappointing. All right, then. It's how I feel right now, horse. Tile company, they're still open. Barber shop, are they still open? To the left here. Oh. Good look, surprise. Love saying that name. Surprise! I'm sure that's the effect you were going for. I always welcome someone to remind me to save, though. It's been a little too long since I'd done that.
You can't think of anything to say.
Kind of looks like a guy sitting down, but now I can clearly see it's not. Howdy.
Morning, son. Why, I can remember playing right by this very bridge when I was your age.
What a liar you are. You were born in old St. Louis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I listened to the prologue like everybody else. In fact, I can't get the darn thing out of my head. I've been hearing it in my sleep. Thanks loads.
Morning, son.
What a...
Oh.
Phew. That was a close one. Considering the condition of this old bridge, you may only have about 3 crossings left.
That's why we saved. We're the ants of King Anthony.
Hey, what are you ants doing here anyway?
They don't even stop, let alone crack a smile.
How is there no reference to King's Quest V right there?
The local insect population has been thriving, what with all the dry weather Coarse Gold's been having lately. This is one of the smaller ant hills around the town.
Wow. You sound excited about it. I don't think I want to leave yet. I think I'm going to take that bridge crossing back since he did kind of count it out for me. Smithies. There's Smithies. I miss Smithy. Let's grab score.
That just doesn't work like that.
Score!
You take the rope. Now that Smithy's closed up shop, he won't be missing it.
Score!
Digging through Smithy's formerly white-hot forge, you find an unused hunk of charcoal which you decide may well be of use to you.
Certainly wasn't King's Quest VI.
That block of iron is just a wee bit too heavy for you to cart around. You don't have a horse. What do you need a saddle for?
Hello, sir.
Hey, Matt, quit that. You're getting dust all over everything.
The ground?
Funny. Matt pays no attention to you.
Note to self, poison Matt next time he comes in for a prescription. Oh, wait, they closed us down. Damn, Sheriff. Now I can't spitefully poison people to death. Oh, well. Tell us to go to the bank.
Say, it was too bad about your pharmacy being shut down. Must be hard to lose a business so sudden-like. We here at the Bank of Bob sympathize.
Do ya? Interesting. You cad. Probably best you were shut down.
That area is off limits to...
I guess that leaves you out, eh?
Wait, hold on. I missed that.
That area
You're
is
off limits, banker.
to everyone except people who work at the bank, Mr. Pharkas.
I guess that leaves you out, eh?
Pardon me? What did you say?
Works.
I said, I guess you've got a lot of clout, eh?
Oh, that is correct, sir.
Nice fix.
Thumbing through the bank register, you discover that little Charlie Keaton's kid has an account here.
It's cute.
I guess that's how little acorns grow into mighty oaks. One penny at a time.
We on camera?
Phineas H. Balance has cleverly situated a newfangled box camera up in the corner to photograph customers. Only trouble is, most customers don't stand in place for 15 minutes.
Good point.
You don't need to sign anything.
1880s style camera. Anyway. Alright. Let's fudge with our inventories. So we put the coals in the can.
You drop the charcoal into the tin
chop
can.
Some.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, and we can chop some. Score! Is that my $4?
Finally, you get your $4.87. Smithy's pharmacy tab is paid in full at last.
Now if we could just get the ladies in town to start paying us.
With all the precision of a serial killer, you deftly poke some holes in the tin can with the ice pick. Ha! Having accomplished your immediate desire, and in the process hopelessly dulling the ice pick, you exhibit absolutely no regard for this barren piece of locality laughingly called the environment by brazenly tossing the ice pick away. You're such a consumer.
You're such a consumer, Freddy.
You slip the leather strap through the holes in the tin can. They fit perfectly. Congrats! You always wanted a tin feed bag.
Score!
Sweet.
Score!
Oh, yeah.
You take a few deep breaths from the gas mask, clearing your head and enabling you to go on a while longer.
Awesome. Into the mercantile store we go.
The door swings open. From the back, you hear Chester's voice.
Help yourself. I'll be right out.
Help myself, eh?
Score!
You take a complimentary paper bag.
Complimentary. The complimentary paper bag by the looks of it.
Hey there, Willie.
Hey there, Willie.
That's wicked,
There he
Willie,
is.
to you, son. Respect your elders.
Sorry.
Forget about it. Just get out of here. I'm Whitland.
Whitland Willie. Doesn't sound like he's impressed by me enough to tell any kind of story about me. As of right now. You'll see, Willie. Oh, I'll see.
It's a nice picture of a pussycat laying on its back.
Thought I was a missing person.
You won't need any kitty porn in this game.
Porn. Or any game, I would hope.
It's
Playing the
not
wrong
for
game if you
sale,
are.
dummy. It's a permanent fixture. None of the items along the back the building's not for sale.
Just wait till the sheriff shuts it down for no reason. No grounds whatsoever. Anyway. Haven't been to the barber shop yet. We can go see Penelope too. Maybe she'll console us. Hell yeah! Sweet hawk, bro!
Salvatore O'Hanahan, town barber, dentist, and bootblack, is hard at work on his customer Ed Sorbine Jr. Salvatore also happens to be the only Irish Italian in town. Salvatore...
Nice effect.
Sal, all heck is broken loose.
What's the problem, Freddy, me lad?
Your
The sheriff
accent,
shut down Smithy,
for a start.
Then he shut me down too. Some hogwash about being a fire hazard.
Say it ain't so, Freddy.
Afraid so, Sal. And if that weren't bad enough, the whole town's being gassed by flatulent horses. Someone must have poisoned the horses' feed.
Tell me about it. I've been stuffing hair in the door jam trying to keep the stench
Mamma
out.
mia.
You gotta do something, Freddy.
But I'm just a pharmacist.
What can I do?
Aye, and the horses, they just have gas, right? So do something about it.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Alright. Let's see. Claim check here. As part Irish and Italian.
Score!
Sal, do you still have that pair of boots I dropped off for a shine? I know it's been about 6 years now, but I just remembered
Get
I
'em
left
back.
them here.
Let me see. What's the number on this claim check? Let me look under the counter here. Yep, still here. Have 'em ready for you next Tuesday.
Oh, never mind. I'll just take them as is.
Don't worry about the storage charges, okay?
Here we go. So we got the outfit, we got the boots, and we got the wax. And we got that sweet mask we made too. There's our bag.
Chesterfield.
It's all coming together. Oh. Could I have gotten his, Every time I see something that's interestingly animated, I get excited.
But it hasn't been offered to you. What is this attitude where you're trying to take everything
how I
that
was
isn't nailed
raised.
down? You can't get away with that, you know? Especially not in the Old West.
It's not how I was brought up with adventure games, though.
Sal, all... But
And we gotta go make something back at our
But
place.
it has... It's... scratching right there sure feels good. Eh?
Alright. Keep going past the boot, because it just doesn't seem like the walking icon. But it clearly is. Alright, so I need my... Am I allowed to go back to my pharmacy? Yeah, just leave that closed sign up. Alright, I need my thing again. Hopefully we have our correct prescription for what we're doing here. Going a little off the, well, let's see. The lamps.
Chesterfield's sturdy brown paper bags are suitable for penny candy, 2-penny nails, and half-pint containers of Danny's Sour Mash flavored yogurt, the kind with the whiskey on the bottom.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's see.
Dadgum's magic elixir is positively guaranteed to cure myopia, melancholia, the vapors, congestion, consumption, malaria, piles, shingles, rickets, leprosy, bubonic plague, gout, bursitis, arthritis, and the galloping cruds. 190 proof. Obvious in advertising is still years in the future.
I need to get the, forgot the horses right quick. see.
You'd need a lot of gas masks, but you're on the right track.
So we want to catch. See, yeah, there will come a time where we can't breathe, and I need to get a breath of fresh air, as it were, from that. Hasn't happened yet. So we can catch some gas.
A really terrifically disgusting idea. Unfortunately, the horse's tail momentarily blocks your access. You will not need to hyperventilate.
Just gotta wait for it. Wrong one.
You will
Damn
not.
it! Come on, there it is. Ugh.
You're big.
Oh, you just said it. Fresh air. Oh, thank God.
You take a few deep breaths from the gas.
All right. See if we can time this right.
Score! In what may well be the most revolting idea
Interesting
you've ever had,
interpretation
you
of
hold
score.
the brown paper sack up to the horse's anal sphincter and wait. With a reverberating the horse responds, inflating your bag with a foul sample of gas. You quickly twist the bag shut to lock in freshness.
Lock in freshness. All right. So, now that we got the gas. All right. So we have the gas. The elixir.
Score! You fill the alcohol lamp with Dad Gum's alcoholic elixir.
Okay, that was good.
You quickly lick your fingers and pinch out the alcohol lamp's flame. The pill machine.
It's lit. Check the. All right, we got the bag.
Good idea, Freddy. The spectrum lines on that etched glass viewer reveal volumes to those who know how to read. Score!
Okay.
You quickly lick your fingers and pinch out the alcohol lamp's flame.
All right. Cylinder, and where's my beaker? Guess that's where that goes. All right, 40 grams sodium bicarbonate. One I can actually say, refreshingly, 40 grams.
This is
sodium bicarbonate. Ferrochlorone. There we go. 15 milliliters. Right on. Drop it all in the beaker. Okay. Now we need some water. Straight ahead water. Where do I keep the water in here? There it is. There's water in the cylinder.
This is where
is some good adventure gaming right here. We're getting there. Magnesium sulfate. Magnesium sulfate. There it is. 5 grams. Add the water and the powder to the beaker. Okay. Okay. Stir it. Okay. Get the bottle. There we go. Work it.
You carefully label the jar aminophilic citrate. Congratulations, you've just created your first batch of Pharkas's deflectualizer.
There you go. Be a millionaire with that alone. Could even get to $5. What a windfall. Alright, now we can give this to the horsies. And they'll be feeling better in no time. Score! Yep.
Score! You carefully pour the deflatualizer into the horse's water trough. The horses greedily lap up the delish and nutrish medicated trough water.
Seeing as how his home-brewed patootie sealant done the trick on these horses, Freddy ran round and dumped the stuff into all the horse troughs in town. It weren't long before the folks of Coarse Gold was all breathing a sigh of relief. Freddy tossed away his homemade gas mask. Kind of a shame, too, since he could have made a purty penny off the patent rights. Life returned to normal, for a short spell, any hooch, until one lazy day when one of the local inbreds came a-running up with the latest calamity.
That little guy? Oh. Howdy.
Board up your windows and doors. Lock up the women and children. Run for the border, Louise. There's a stampede a-coming. A stampede! Hurry up, Freddy. You only got a week and a half before they get here.
This might be the timed bit.
A week and a half?
They's snails!
Snails?
Snails?
Good heavens! This is the worst thing to happen to Coarse Gold since the great hail of clams back in 83.
Don't remind me. Oh, the clam hail. Lost a lot of good folks that afternoon. Alright, I think we can start redoing some of these Freddys, saving over some of these Freddys. With respect. It might take like a second longer though when we do that. Howdy doody. Guinea pigs stampede in the wild? I did not know that. That is a fun fact. Tumbleweed, my don't starve instincts say I should check that tumbleweed.
Sam, there's a stampede headed for town. Don't go outside.
We're open 24 hours a day, Fred. I never go outside. Besides, the sun dries out my beautiful skin.
I'm just saying, you know, for your own safety.
Oh, right. Tell you what, I'll stay in here and serve drinks and collect money. You run around outside like a chicken with your head cut off and save the town. Okay? Okay.
Well, it's not called Sam's, well, whatever his surname is. Is his name Sam?
Sam Andreas owns and
Sam
runs
Andreas.
the Golden Ball
Okay,
Saloon.
I got it.
He's smart, savvy, and generous to a fault.
Let's get a drink.
Hey, Sam, give me a case of the beer you just got in from St. Louis.
Ah, just like home.
One case of lowbrow for the pharmacist, coming right up.
Sam hands you a case of Lowbrow, the beer that gave St. Louis blues.
Now, you know that this beer doesn't come corked, right? They're using some newfangled pinched metal tops.
No problem, Sam. I'll
Just
take
need
care of
a
it.
church key. Literally
All
a
right,
church key.
Fine. That'll be $4.87.
It's all the money
Here
I
you
have.
go.
Nice bankroll. Come back anytime.
Yep, Smithy paid up in full before he took off.
This is your case of lowbrow, the beer that gave St.
I
Louis
heard drink.
blues. All 24 bottles are tightly stoppered with them newfangled metal bottle
Thank you,
caps.
Edric. Much appreciated, my friend. Let's try this church key on these beers. See if the theory holds up. This would be the one.
With muscles bulging from years of grappling with child-proof caps, you deftly wield the church key and wrench the tops from all the beer bottles.
Hell yeah. Oh, they're foaming up a storm.
You have a full case of opened lowbrow. Don't get caught with it in your buggy.
Don't get caught. Yeah. Man, if that sheriff shut me down just for having a wooden establishment. Imagine what he'd do if he saw me with a, hey, let's talk to that prospector.
You can't.
Well, by gum, how you doing, young feller? By gum, nice to
He's
see
got
you.
a very
by
smooth
gum.
face.
Hey, old-timer. Ain't seen you around in a dog's age. What are you up to these days?
What does it look like I'm doing, by gum? I'm trying to sell gum, damn idiot.
I mean, idiot?
Old Pete's been around since the gold was here. He and Willie are the only two codgers left.
It's always nice to have a few codgers around to tell your story after you save the day. Anyway. Bank by Bob. Alright, we're going to try this again. Let's go back down to the twos. Start it over. Or keep starting it over. Should tell me a bit of it. Yep. 2 more times. That's fine. Gotta make it. Make the most of it. Uh-oh. Snails?
These snails are the leading edge of a stampede of imported French escargot recently escaped from a haughty San Francisco restaurant being chased by a posse of snooty San Francisco chefs. They appear to stretch to the horizon, and they're heading straight for town. If you don't do something soon to prevent them, they'll slime the entire city.
We could cause the bridge to fall, but I have a more random idea, which I know to be quite effective. First, let's get one. Can we get one?
Score!
You grab
Or a
a couple
couple
of snails from the front of the pack while imagining the aroma of warm, drawn butter. That just... You have more than
In
enough
your
snails
pants.
already.
Unless you're chasing some kind of new king. No, let's pour some beer on them.
That just doesn't work
Sure
like
do.
that.
Hey, boys, it's Miller time.
And with that, you cleverly pour bottle after bottle of Sam Andreas's St. Louis brew into the dusty road in an attempt to divert the stampede. Will it work? Will the snails fall for your ruse? Will they accept a domestic?
We'll find out in a week.
Slurping their little hearts out, if snails may be said to slurp, or to have hearts for that matter, the little guys follow your lead straight over to the cliff beside Blackwater
Excellent.
Creek. Isn't that cute? They're so gullible. Don't they look just like little lemmings marching over that
Maybe if we
cliff?
could see the animation. Perfect.
Okay.
Oh no. Can I make one of these a climber? Nah. Screw it. Like the buzzard. Like cartoonish buzzard face. I think we're gonna get a... By gum, it worked. Things are back to normal. And talk to that offensive depiction of the Native American again. Looks like he's definitely sitting on top of that anthill.
Hello, stranger. I haven't seen you
a different
around
guy.
these parts before. I know it's none of my business, but why are you sitting on top of an active anthill in the heat of this semi-desert sun?
Oh, my formal fellow, I am but a weary traveler from a land far, far away, journeying here peacefully merely to experience the curative powers of your local mineral waters. The other members of my stagecoach party, claiming a frustration with my excessive verbosity and sesquipedalian inclinations, forcefully placed me in my current sitting position on this lovely feature of your landscape, knowing full well that because of religious reasons I would be unable to climb down by myself.
Need a ladder.
How cruel those Yosemite-bound tourists are. My name is Freddy Pharkas. I own the local pharmacy here in Coarsegold.
How do you do, Mr. Pharkas? My name is Srini Lalkaka Bagnish. Pardon me if I don't get up.
I've been considering taking on a loyal Indian sidekick. I'm seeking a new assistant down at the pharmacy. Would you be considering a relocation to this area? You know, Coarsegold offers extremely reasonable housing costs and an abundance of sunny weather, and it's close to schools and churches.
Perfect for your kids.
Well, no, not really. But yes, perhaps I would be willing, but as you can readily see, I'm quite busy at this current moment.
Yeah. And yes,
Have you considered climbing down and walking away?
I
need the ladder.
Possibly do that. Life is sacred. If I were to move, I should indubitably injure some of these small six-legged life forms. I'm sure someone will come along soon to the aid of me.
I'll see what I can do, Srini.
Damn it, I don't have that on me, do I? Yeah, that was back at the, somewhere around town. Back to town. Hopefully this bridge won't collapse on us. Okay. We're okay for now. Might not be able to get back when all is said and done. Look at that guy.
This poor guy got left behind when his troop went through. He had dysentery. He's since recovered, but Doc Gillespie's cure seems to have affected his mind, as he still thinks his company will return for him.
Man, it's a very detailed description of that gentleman. You know he shops at the Thin and Tall store. Whatever it was. Alright, where the heck was that ladder? There is a ladder there, but I don't know that it's the one that we want.
There's no need. It ain't going nowhere. You can't reach 'em. You've got a great eye for memorabilia. Unfortunately, it won't be a collectible for another 100 years.
Fair. How'd I end up here? Is there anything to do up here? Well, it's good to know it's here. Howdy, mister.
Hearing between. What are you gonna do? Holler loud enough for the whole town to hear?
I saved the whole town. From gas exposure from horses. But anyway, it's by the school. Not there. Is Larry still in there?
Excuse me very much. I believe this stall is taken.
Oops. Sorry, Judge. Everything coming out okay?
Of course. Same old story. Thank you for asking.
Maybe they mix it out every act, or what have you. I would hope that Larry still wouldn't be in there at that point. Is that it?
Sissy.
Sissy.
The ladder, held in place by a couple of old loose screws, easily comes away from the slide. You somehow cram it into your pocket along with the rest of the junk you're carrying. Way to go, Freddy. Wrecked the little kids' playground equipment. If only they knew how good and true your heart is.
Score! Yeah, he did have an interesting 5 o'clock paint huff shadow. huff paint shadow, what have you. Does seem to be a theme. Alright, so I guess we'll get this.
My mama says I'm not supposed to talk with strangers, and you're stranger than most.
So does that kind of cancel itself out then? In which case you want to talk to me? She might have been Tanya. I don't know. She did one of those voices. Okay. Alright, it's all good. Right. Get ourselves a stereotype of an offensive sidekick here.
The ladder might assist my situation. However, I am not in position to maneuver
put
it
up
thus.
myself. Do everything for you.
Srini, I know how I can help you.
What are you gonna bring
Here
to
you
the
go, partner.
Pharkas?
Hook your way across this.
You know, business.
Oh, my balance sense is stretching now.
If I was playing, they'd make a mini game out of that, but
you made it.
Made it. All right.
Oh, thank you, Mr. P.
Mr. P,
You
I like
saved
that.
Me.
Please don't call me that.
Shot that down right
Thank
away.
you again, Mr. F. I am
Mr.
so
F.
much grateful.
Oh? Grateful enough to accept the assistant's position I
don't.
mentioned earlier? I could really
You
use
have
some
to
help around the
apologize a lot
shop.
more for this video.
I would be honored.
Oh, no.
Where do I begin?
Wait, my ladder.
So Freddy headed on back to the pharmacy, followed by the eternally grateful Srini Lakaka Bagnish. Seems like Freddy not only found himself a new assistant at the pharmacy, but also a good friend as well.
That's sweet. So you know how to use all this stuff?
So as my assistant, I want you to help me around the store.
Do all the
Clean up,
prescriptions
you know, the
too,
usual
ideally.
chores.
Oh, I would be highly gratuitous of your bending over to display me such a position. Would you be offering as well a form of payment?
I'll pay you 10 cents a day and all the Rustler's Stove chocolates you can eat.
Rustler's Stove.
That is an agreement.
Okay.
Excellent. What was your name again?
Srini Lakaka Bagnish. But you may call me Srini, and I will be calling you Freddy.
Everyone there?
Okay,
We
now
on the
let's
same
get
page?
cracking, Srini. I'd like you to go out there and create some nice displays for the skin lotions. We may be closed temporarily, but we'll be opening sooner or later, and we've got to be ready.
What it is, Freddy. I will be getting on that now.
It's, yeah. It's probably not the best time to take on any new employees, considering I spent my last $4.87 on this beer. Oh well, that's a happy snail.
If you only had a few mushroom caps to go with these.
Tempt me. Alright. That rug is nice. Oh, look at that. He's doing a great job.
That's Srini. What a guy. He's made a grand and yet peculiarly inviting display of Old Gampy's Fisherman Throat Gullet Descaler lozenges. He must have heard about that promotional contest being run by the American Society of Salves, Holistic Ointments, Liniments, and Emollients Salesmen.
Must be.
Think about it.
All right. Did I get that?
Mind the store, won't you, Srini? I'm off to uphold justice and stuff.
Okie the dokie.
You have the outfit, but you're not actually a deputy right now, Freddy. Although I think we're moving in that direction. All right, did we get the ladder back? Or do I have to go? I seem to recall having to go back and getting it, which is stupid. Very stupid. He doesn't have a degree, so he can't do the actual pilling. I guess you're right. Is that the third time we've crossed that bridge? I guess if you count back and forth, it's Cedric, hi.
Hey, you!
You can almost hear Cedric squawk.
I'm waiting here. It's too dangerous out there.
Apparently some adventurer is out in the desert and the owl's waiting to annoy him when he gets back.
So if we hang out long enough, King Graham will show up.
Cedric the owl looks lost and out of place in the hot desert sun. If you listen close, you can almost hear him say,
Freddy, if you're going to go in there, I'm going to wait out here.
He always has some flimsy
Yeah, you do.
excuse.
Not the best Cedric impression I've ever heard.
Look out, Graham, a poisonous snake.
Leave that poor owl alone, you vicious fiends!
They ignore you completely. A few buzzards have landed here, waiting for some unfortunate life form to become
It's our little
vulture
boy.
chow.
He just picks it up. Like, what was the point of me having to come? Well, I guess we get to see Cedric.
Gee willikers, you can't quite reach that owl from here. Too bad. You'd like to wring his neck.
Well, I'm now the proud owner of a ladder.
That just doesn't work.
Well.
That just...
Do you think I could get drunk with Cedric? How great would that be? That would be much better than anything else which is coming up in this game. 669 out of 999.
That just doesn't work like that.
Can't get liquored up with an owl. Alright. Fine. Fine. Bridge is holding. She's a holding. Let's go down to the bottom here. Howdy, Sonny.
Well, I ain't got no time. I put peanut butter in the offering plate. Now my pa's after me. He said I was wasting good peanut butter.
How'd you even manage to get in the church? I could only ever get to the candle area in the front. I think we give one of these snails to Mom. I don't know if we do it now or later. Let's check in. Hey, Mom.
Helen, have you ever thought of putting
There you
escargot
go.
on the menu?
She has no words. She's like, don't use
Helen,
them fancy
have you
French words around me, Freddy Pharkas. Where's my 19 cents, by the way? Or 22 cents, I think it was for her.
Huh. Don't know who around here will eat these since they don't give you gas, but I'll put them in a bag of cornstarch and think about it. And I suppose thank you is in order, so thank you. Score!
Alright. Hoot. Matter of time. We haven't seen Penelope in a while. Should we check in with her? Maybe she'll scold us for taking that child's ladder away. We still mess with this kid's counting?
Hello, Weebix.
Weebix, what
How
a
are you
stupid
this
name.
morning?
She deserves
She
this.
pointedly stares away.
1, 5, 9,
7.5.
4, 7.5, 2, 6. I've confused you now, haven't
He's so
I?
proud.
Weebix's eyes get very large and well up with tears. She sets her jaw firmly and keeps jumping. Starting with 1. You are not
You are
proud
not
of
proud.
yourself.
We gotta do that once per episode.
You can't think. It's...
See if she comes out. Haven't seen her this part yet. There we go. She's even more lovely in Act 2.
Hello, Penelope.
I'm Chris Parnell.
Frederick, my sweet, this is turning out to be quite the busy day for you, isn't it?
It sure is. But I'm really looking forward to that Sadie Hawkins
Wink, wink.
dance.
And I as well, Freddy. Romance does make my heart flutter so.
Till later, my dear.
Till then, my sweet.
I may be ill.
Not just you. Alright. Back to Freddy's. We gotta whip something up here. I gotta get my freaking. We need the soda stuff.
You return.
Yep.
Yep. It is good to look upon your eternally smiling countenance of face again.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've missed you too.
Let's see.
You won't be needing any leeches in this game. Your survival. You won't. Nope. They're all. You don't. They're. You won't.
Hold on.
You don't need savvy druggist, pharmacist, pharmacist. You won't quit pick.
Nope. Won't need any of that particular one.
Am I getting close?
Nope. 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 Nope.
You won't. You quit. You don't need. Yes.
Million things in here.
You don't. Scratching right there, sure face.
Alright, let me just pull this up. See what we need for this next one. Alright. Pharmacy. Bicarbonate soda, which is apparently says it's outside the door. Like outside? We taking bets on who the villain is? And LP's in the running? What is it?
Score! Summoning up superhuman strength, you heft the huge pile of bacon.
Okay. Yeah, I walked right by that. Alright. Yeah, I love our pleasantries.
You don't.
How did I not already have that here? I guess it was a shipment. Now we can do this. Okay, so this time we need. It was the first thing I found. Or I highlight. Alright, milliliters. Let me get out my cylinder. I am getting a little better at this, I have to say. Not to pat myself on the back, but 5 milliliters of. Not gonna try to say that one either. Pretty bottle. Or phenomenon hide. This is what we need. Just 5 milliliters. Okay.
You must empty the graduated cylinder.
Alright, put that back. Alright, that's in the test tube. Now we can put that in the cylinder. There we go. Mix them all together.
The alcohol lamp feels cool to the touch.
Let's light that. Heat.
The chemical, now it's getting pretty hot. Good thing your calluses are thick. Chemical rapidly reaches a full rolling boil. Click the mixture on the container, not vice versa.
Excuse me. I put that out.
You quickly lick your...
How embarrassed would I be if I actually burned the place down and the sheriff comes by and be like, I told you, this place is made of wood. Alright, cork it up. Right? We good? Pour into bottle and cork bottle.
You carefully label the bottle bisalicylate antitoxidine. Congratulations. Be careful, this stuff is mighty concentrated.
It's the final ingredient, or it's the active ingredient in Pepto. There you go. Bismuth subsalicylate, the active ingredient. Well, there you go. Mind the store. Which is technically closed, so not much he has to do, that feller. But it's just swell, because I don't have any money to pay him with. Have all that. All the candy or the chocolate or what have you. Yeah, because we got to give it to... Just get louder?
Something's rotten in the state of Korsgold's bowels.
It's like the only outhouse for the whole city?
This one appears to be practicing the jitterbug. How long can she wait? Not long if she keeps bouncing like that. He's really gotta go. You haven't seen a line this long here since Mom served her famous chicken sushi with egg tartare. You haven't seen a line this long here since Mom served her famous chicken. You haven't
cut the line. I'm the hero.
It's your turn. It's just like at the bank. Other people want to make their deposits first.
Alright. Anyway.
Now that the snails have been eradicated, you're left with a lot of empty beer.
Couldn't have gotten drunk with Cedric even if we wanted to, so we can fill these up with water. Assuming we turn the water on.
You turn the... Score! You carefully fill one of your empty beer bottles with water from the tower. You turn the faucet off.
Alright. Climb up here. Doesn't look like that's right, but we'll take it. What is our score, by the way? What did we get 500 points for earlier? I was just going into our shop, unlocking the door. 674. It's been a slog since then.
Don't touch him, Captain. He's liable to blow any second. I cannot tell how much more she can take, Captain.
Everything's referenced.
He's gonna explode, Captain, and neither you or I or anyone in the universe can stop it.
I know. That's just cruel running the water right outside of this line of people who have to use.
Can't reach the roof of the water tank from here.
Pick it up. There
you grab the...
This ladder is pulling its weight.
That just doesn't...
Score!
Can't reach... The metal can't... You grab the...
I'm gonna use the walk up there.
You...
Damn, boot. So misleading.
Remembering your father's advice about never using the topmost rungs of a ladder, you stop just short of the ladder top.
Can we open this?
You can't seem to get a good grip on the shingles. The metal top of the tower is held very firmly in place. No amount of pulling could possibly budge it. You can't...
The heck do I... Oh, the rope. Can we get up there?
That just does... That just does... That just... That...
What?
That just...
Come on, dude.
With a few quick movements, you make an authentic Western lasso out of the rope. It's like falling off a log. Once you learn how, you never forget.
Score! More! Alright, there we go.
You snare the tower top. The crowd eats it up.
Who's the schmuck with the rope?
Be careful you don't put an eye out.
And a third person. Score! Alright.
As you reach the top of the water tower, the crowd cheers.
Thank God, it's Freddy.
We're number one. We're number one.
What are you gonna do now, Freddy?
Just watch.
I'm going to Sierra Land.
Boing! That one hit a 9.0 on the free plug-o-meter.
Sierra Land. All right, so now we can fetch with the town water supply, but in a good way.
That just does.
Come on. You know what I want to do.
Take it. You can't.
There it is. It's blending in. All right. Helping the town.
You carefully pour the purification solution into the town's water supply. Excellent job.
It weren't more than a few hours before the folks of Coarse Gold was feeling a whole heck of a
Help the
lot
horses
better.
and the folk.
Their bowels were all settled down and happy. Freddy knew he could relax now. Everything was calm and peaceful. But round about midnight, that very same night, trouble struck again. Freddy was in his own bed, sound asleep, when...
I gave you...
Fire! Fire, Freddy Pharkas!
I thought he was robbing me. I was like, I gave you 10 cents a day. There is a fire?
What's wrong, Srini?
A tragedy is becoming. The assay office is aflame. She is burning with a might more severe. The pharmacy may be next alighted. Get dressed as soon as possible.
I am dressed. I don't own pajamas.
Not now, Freddy.
Take mine. No, wait. There is no time to perform such an effort. Just hurry and scheme in such a way so as to extinguish the more threatening fire.
This music is intense. I feel like I'm about to fight a, not a necrotar, but a step down from a necrotar. Maybe a fire? Whew. This is the time to save. This could be time-based. Alright. We use the seesaw to, like, launch. What are you doing right now?
Srini, are you going to help me put out that fire or what?
There is much stock work yet to be done.
It's midnight.
I am still on Pakistani time.
That's a pretty poor excuse for not helping me put out that fire.
Don't hold water.
I have many other excuses ready, if you do not like that one.
Oh, never mind. I'll do it myself.
Pizza Elemental. Oh, no. Just get the box.
Mind the store.
Mind the store. Okay. It's just plugged in there anytime you walk out, regardless of the situation. All right. Oh, my God. No. Oh, Lord. All right. So, I think...
one sack of baking soda. Owing to an administrative error, you are now the proud possessor of 144 sacks of baking soda and the superhuman strength required to carry it around. How gross.
Gross. All right. So, put this on the seesaw. Sorry, wrong side. There we go. That's your score. Now we can launch onto it from the swing set. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good call, Kiko. Thank you.
Score! What pluck. What prowess.
Score.
What a ridiculous solution. Still, you thought
I didn't.
of it.
Kiko did, but I'll take it.
You single-handedly quenched the flames of the assay office by using the seesaw as a catapult for the baking soda. Too bad nobody was here to see it. They'll never believe you in the morning.
All right. Save. Don't want to try that again. Freddy 3. Why didn't the sheriff come out and, like, do anything about that? He's always worrying about these.
The sheriff must be out. Where could he be? It's over 550 miles to the nearest Dunkin' Donuts.
Let's be honest, we didn't expect that sentence to end that way. 500 miles nearest Dunkin' Donuts. Oh. Midnight Mass? Maybe that's where the sheriff is.
There's no need to touch that.
Fair enough, I'll just leave the doors wide open. It's pretty lighting, though.
You give the angel a friendly pat on the behind. She seems to glare at you. Apparently she doesn't love you that much. Leave the graveyard there. It's bad enough that you want to take dirt from someone's grave, but do you have to do it with your bare hands,
There's
too?
a hint there. I don't think we're doing that right now, though. Oh, is there anyone in the outhouse right now? Oh, it's the second outhouse. Oh. I haven't gone this entire.
Not much privacy, but the ventilation is excellent.
Just noticed that, yeah. There's no sidewall to that. It's not. Dang it. Matt, I think that was his name. No. Go to the tavern. 24 hours a day, he said. Same crowd every time. Without fail.
The fire is out at the
He's like,
assay
there was a
office,
fire?
Sam. You can stop panicking.
Oh, yes, the fire at the assay office. I was all in a tizzy for a while.
I would have come here eventually. Hey, Doc.
Doc, what do you do when you're awake and you can't get back to sleep?
I conduct an experiment. I attempt to find out how many shots of whiskey it takes to get to the center of a liver condition.
It's pretty good. Alright. I think we gotta find the sheriff. If memory serves.
It's locked.
Where could he be?
Chester Fields is closed.
Anyone in this outhouse?
Oh, those darned kids! Don't they have anything better to do than hide joy buzzers under the outhouse
joy
seat?
buzzers. That was the old cellophane trick.
Penelope keeps this door locked all the time to keep the kids in and the rabble out.
Fair enough.
Could I have misjudged the surface tension?
Is that ice? Oh.
So that's how Freddy's brilliant career done come to a
Embarrassing.
screeching halt. He sank into the swamp and was never seen again. A shame, too, 'cause the rest of us were kind of planning on being in the sequel.
That's what you get for torturing Weebix. Poor Weebix. Stupid name. Stand by that. Where have I not been yet? What?
The boss is more than a little upset. Seems that our friend has been thwarting every plan so far.
Yep, something's gotta be done about it.
Absolutely. Now, let's get down to business. What is the best way to get rid of our little problem permanently?
How about hang him?
Oh,
On what
too quick
grounds?
and merciless. Poison?
Nah, too unsure. Ancient Egyptian dagger.
I can't find mine. Got one on you?
Not at the moment. It don't matter how we do it, so long as we do it soon. And we don't want no proof it was us, neither. And nothing to connect it with the boss.
Excellent thought. And the boss has arranged for a bit of muscle to come in and make sure the entire town's cleaned out PDQ. We'll be rid of that do-gooder and all his flea-bitten friends in no time.
Laughing cruelly, they sit back to reflect on their villainy.
Laughing cruelly. Is he gonna pop me in the face if I head down there? Let's find out. It's very close to like the tavern music. Specifically the blue parrot or the dead parrot. Dead parrot is open. Hey guys! Just your local neighborhood pharmacist.
Am I interrupting anything?
Oh, why, of course not, Mr. Farkas. We were just talking about...
What he means is we were simply chatting after an invigorating, workout.
Wasn't very convincing. You know, there was a fire just now. Wonder who started that.
The wood on...
What is this place? Oh, this is the Gentleman's Club, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Heck yeah. Score!
You snatch
Not yet.
the French postcards. There's no reason to move the coffee table.
The hell is that?
It's Olga, for those who don't want to spend another sheepless night.
Wow. They cater to all kinds of kinks here. Well, just the two, women and sheep. I guess I don't have any money.
Howdy, Chastity.
Howdy to you, you big old sloppy hunk of manly macho woman loving man.
Laying it on a little thick tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, business is slow, but I gotta keep in practice.
You sound a little too close to Tanya for me to be, that's weird.
Evening, Purity.
Chastity.
Evening, Freddy, darling. Has Madam still got you under lock and key, or you gonna let us get a hold of you one of these days, big boy?
I'm afraid I'm all hers, for the time being.
Well, if you ever change your mind, honey, you know
telepathy?
where to find us.
And when, and how often, and for how much. No wine for you, Freddy Pharkas. You need to maintain a clear, unmuddled head in order to uphold crime and defeat justice. Or something like
Strike that, reverse it.
You do so love the smell of scorching flesh as you feel the lamps under your calloused pharmacist's fingertips. You prefer... You can't.
You can't do that. Who's this one? Hello?
Howdy, Miss Virtue. You sure are a vision of loveliness.
Thank you ever so much, Freddy. And you, sir, are a
She looks
study
nervous.
above.
What does that mean?
Just that you're the manliest prescription-filling man I did ever see.
Oh, thank you.
So can you get me some cocaine?
Bah-ha-ha-ha-ha.
Translation.
I'm horny.
How much do you charge anyway?
Don't mess with it. Whoa.
Translation. I'm sheep at twice the price.
Ba 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 ba.
Translation. Sounds like a deal. Translation. Yes, I cost next to mutton.
You gonna bang that sheep, Freddy? What if Penelope finds out? Nothing in here? Ladies just kind of...
Opening the
let's try
cabin.
going upstairs. Nope. There you are. You got my 19 cents?
Hey, Mon Amour, it's about time you showed up. Ready to take my pharmacy bill out?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Freddy.
Then get over here before I have to come get you.
You were
little
just
pumpkin.
saying you were true to Penelope. Oh. Is this gonna be a game over?
Freddy, I think you should leave.
Why, Sadie? Just because I'm using you for cheap, tawdry pleasure when my heart belongs to Penelope Prim, the gorgeous, young, obviously more virtuous new town schoolmarm?
What? Who?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying I think you should leave. Leave town, that is. Oh, it's so tragic. Freddy, there's just no easy way to say this. The girls say the sheriff and the banker talk in their sleep. They hate you, Freddy. They want you dead. They're out to get you. Something about you foiling the plan and how they had to get you out of the way. You have to run, Freddy. You have to get out of town by sundown.
Now, don't you worry, Sadie. I've been doing a pretty good job up till now, using just my wits and my pharmacological knowledge, haven't I? I'm not gonna just turn tail and run and leave you and Penelope and Coarse Gold behind me to fend for yourselves.
You're not listening to me, Freddy Pharkas. There's man a-coming. Man with guns. Big guns. Guns with long barrels. Long, hard barrels. Long, hard, steely barrels. And low-slung holsters and... Oh, sorry.
Sadie, snap out of it!
Oh, sorry. I was just visualizing. Anyway, you'll never be able to outthink men with guns. If you're set on staying in town, you'll have to, go back.
How do you know about that?
That's out of the question. I left gunslinging behind me years ago. I'm not like that anymore, and I don't want to discuss it.
Stop it. You gotta choose, and that's all there is to it, hon. Either leave town and save your hide, or pull yourself together and face reality. Quit talking about potions and liniments. They're not gonna stop no bullets. It's time to get off for your cute little butt and give these men a taste of frontier justice. Now, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Hold me, Sadie. Press me to your ample bosom, and let me decide tomorrow.
You got it, hon.
Yeah, so much for Penelope. Guess that was supposed to happen, though. That seems like that was the end of the chapter. Act 3, Guns and Neurosis. Huh. Kind of looks like Thiefy on that bed there.
Now, let's see, where was
In
I?
Mordavia.
Oh, that's right. Madame Overy begged and pleaded with Freddy to either leave town or take up his old gunslinging ways, something which Freddy was just a mite reluctant to consider. So they decided to sleep on it, and though they didn't get much
Wink, wink.
sleep, Freddy did mull it over somewhat. The next morning, he decided to... Maybe I better... Wait,
Willie?
Maybe I better... Well, never mind. Just go on.
Can I make you something in the back for that, Willie?
Penelope. Coarse Gold. Madame Ovary. I know I've got to get out of this town before they gun me down, but I can't. Coarse Gold's my home, and darn it to heck, I'm not gonna let some cheap criminals run me out of my home. Oh, Sadie's right. I've got to be the man I once was. I've got to dredge up my ugly past, meet it square in the face, stare it down, pick it up, dust it off, fluff it up, and put it on again.
Shoot it, see. All right. Yeah. All right. Get our save for Act 3 going here. Yeehaw! Act 3.
Srini, who let you in?
Your most gracious Native American, Running Gag, permitted me egress from the outside of the street. It was then that I allowed him to knock himself off for the remainder of the day, since we are still closed.
Fair enough.
That's fine, Srini. Look, I've reached a decision. My life is in danger. Aw, heck, the whole town's in danger. I must take up gunslinging, and I'll need your help.
Pardon us for being said, Freddy Pharkas, but you are a humble pharmacist. Shooting as most perfectionally as a gunslinger is a skill requiring most years of
Little do you
practice. You are ill-equipped. Perhaps you should make peace with your chosen deity and prepare to go to the great pharmacy counter in the sky.
Srini, you'll have to trust me on this. I used to be a gunslinger before I took up pharmacology.
Between my stint on
If I did it
SNL.
before, I can do it again. It shouldn't take long to brush up my skills. I've just got to find my guns and do a little practice
Hell
shooting.
Very well, Freddy Pharkas. When you are prepared, meet me at the edge of town, and together we shall practice what little must be left of your shooting skills. Yes?
You have no faith. That's all right. Prove everybody wrong.
Mind the store, won't you, Srini? I'm off to uphold justice and
That makes a little more
stuff.
sense now. Now that we're getting back into our gunslinging ways. Deputy. Ooh. You almost stepped in that, partner. Deft move.
Hey, Max.
Max ignores you, but he seems to flinch a bit. Perhaps he thinks you're in on yet another nasty prank.
Let's pick up this poop, I guess.
Score!
Again.
You bravely,
Interesting
stupidly
interpretation
grabbed
of
the steaming,
score.
fly-laden horse plop. Fortunately, it seems to be holding together well as you place it in your pocket.
Okay. Thought that was my horse for a second. Then I realized I don't have a horse. Okay. Anyway, can I put on my gunslinging outfit?
You wouldn't dream of wearing your cowboy clothes around town until you have both your whole ensemble and a damn good reason.
What are we... Oh, we're missing the hat. The good guy hat. Right.
Ooh la la and va va voom. No, that's not an exclamation. That's the names of the two ladies prominently featured on Madame's Spicy French postcards. Or rather, they're the two ladies with the prominent features on Madame's Spicy French postcards.
Road apple. Road apple, a.k.a. dung in the street. Is he singing? Hopefully that's the Italian side.
Hey, I put out a fire last night and saved the town.
Anyone care?
Proud of me?
Of course, I'm proud of you.
Okay.
Salvatore O'Hanahan is taking a moment to sing a few bars from The Barber of Seville.
Howdy, sir.
Hey, Fletcher, how's the plumbing business?
He doesn't respond. Apparently, he's too engrossed in reading the latest copy of the Scoocher Down and Examiner.
Down and Examiner. All right. What do you think of these postcards?
Score!
You hand Salvatore your French postcards.
Your customers may not be able to read, Salvatore, but I bet they would enjoy looking at pictures.
Wouldn't we all?
Oh, no, they're not interested in...
Wait a minute, laddie.
What in the hell are those girls doing?
I'm not sure, but I don't think it's legal on this side of the Sierra Nevada.
Well, no, your exceptional generosity's got to be reciprocated.
Could I be interested in you in a free shave?
No,
don't think I need
Sal.
it.
Then how about a free wisdom
Not a
tooth extraction?
Oh yeah, he does it all.
Oh no.
Sheriff's
Mine
not
are
gonna put him
already
out of
out.
business.
Had them pulled in the dental department while I was in college. Needed the extra money for tuition.
Okay, well then, let me see. What I got in here that'd be a suitable swap?
Aye, there we go. Take this bottle of that newfangled nitrous oxide I got off the Fars Wilgo wagon last week.
Ain't none of these guys around here wants to be the
Laughing
first
gas.
man too sissy to stand up to my forceps for a little old tooth pulling.
Why, thank you, Salvatore. Perhaps I can use this in some of my experiments.
It's funny just picturing Nikolai with everything that Freddy's saying.
Hey, I put out a fire.
Hey! Alright. Anybody else in town? Whoa!
I said get!
Get that hat.
You'd like to help him, but he is full of shards of glass, and you hate the sight of blood. You'd like. There's no use talking to him. He's a poor fella. Poor fella. Doesn't pay to pick a fight with Sam Andreas.
Sam Andreas. CJ. Coffee.
Hop Sing, had you put up those no-pest strips yet? Score!
Mom offers free coffee to her regular
Hell
customers. You're as regular as anyone. 11 a.m. every morning, you head straight for the outhouse. So, as usual, you pour yourself a steaming
Plus,
hot
she hasn't
cup of
paid
joe.
me, so I think that's only fair.
Mr. Pharkas, I have no objection to your coming in here and taking a cup of coffee, but please limit yourself to 1 cup at a time, or I will have no choice but to break your skinny bones like matchsticks. Are we clear on this now? Good.
You know what, Mom? I have half a mind to throw this poop I found outside on your floor.
Hop Sing, how'd you put
Yeah,
up
you
those
already
no...
did that.
Oh!
I mean, we don't have to see what's about to happen there. Oh, look at that. Man, that's speedy. You already got a new window up. I was only in there for 2 seconds.
Don't you find it frustrating to keep replacing that plate glass,
Probably good
Billy?
business.
Nope, I find it a real crack up.
Real crack up. She looks fancy.
Do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat? Honestly, some people think that just because a woman works at home, she has scads of free time. Well, let me tell you, I don't. I have the washing, the ironing, the cow to milk, the butter to churn, the barber shop to sweep out, the books to keep. Well, I could just go on and on and on. But as usual, I'm in too much of a hurry, and a lady never complains about her lot in life. Not that all the women around here are ladies.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, did you say anything just now? You're kind of stared at me the entire time.
Some of these women.
Anyway,
Not that
alright, we don't have all day. Let's see if somebody stepped on my poop. I mean, not my poop.
There's no need to touch that.
Guess I gotta wait for this guy to do his thing. Alright, go to the saloon right quick. It's a mind flare. Little lamb sweet as white as snow. Hey, it's the, what? What is with this town and its fetishization of sheep? We need something different.
Neville, in
Go
order
with the
not
mood here. How about my sweet cranky old mom? Oh, we just heard that. Zircon Jim's theme. Oh yeah. Classic. And seemingly suddenly more appropriate to what we're seeing on stage.
It's Barbara Mandrill and the Bobettes, stars of stage, screen, and barnyard. It wouldn't do. Don't touch them, you'll throw off their timing. Besides, the lanolin will make your hands soft and squishy like
a girl's.
Shear it off. Shear it all off.
Sounded pretty excited when he said that. Whatever. You know, I'm not here to make him feel.
There's no need to touch that.
Get your greasy fingerprints on anything, and I'll staple your...
Not in front of food.
Hop Sing, you're not mad at me, are you?
Mad at me, are you?
Out, out, out! Hop Sing not want you slinging the bull in here no more.
But it was an accident. It slipped, okay?
Slip? Slip? What you carrying that plop around for in first place? How stupid can one pharmacist get?
You'd be
Honestly.
surprised.
Uh-oh, he's been hanging around long too long.
Mr. Pharkas.
See what else is new. Doot, 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 doot. Suddenly, visions of Spielberg come back to me when I hear that. Can I dig these? Oh, I didn't even see that shovel. Maybe that was at night.
Glancing furtively around to see if Doug's within sight, you grab his shovel.
Oh, good call, Surprise. I will do that.
Score!
You start to dig up the freshly
even see
laid
that.
grave. Muscles that haven't been used in years begin to groan
What's
and
up, baby?
whine. But with the gritty determination of a professional grave robber, you toil on.
Professional grave
and
robber.
on. And on.
Some hours later. All right, let's see what all our fine work has gotten us.
Leave the graveyard there. Reboot Hill isn't very creepy. It's an open grave. Even a world-weary, seen-it-all pharmacist like yourself, one who deals with cold sores, headaches, and diarrhea on a daily basis, still can't shake that uneasy feeling one gets when standing close to death.
Wow. That was pretty somber there. Yay!
You carefully
Hop right
search
in.
through the many pockets of Graves' $3 suit until you discover the safe deposit box key you entrusted to Phil oh so many years ago.
Score!
In a touching display of emotion and a hidden desire to carry a little less around with you, you fold up Philip's letter and place it under his folded hands.
I guess this makes Phil a correspondence corpse.
Yeah. Put this...
That just doesn't work. What makes... You begin the arduous task of replacing the heaping mound of dirt one shovelful at a time, over and over.
But it's
and
the right thing to do.
over.
If you're going to dig up a grave, at least have the decency. Is that?
Bluff Street is... Bluff...
What is?
You grab a handful of clay from the pile
Nice.
beside the grave.
Forgot about that.
Well, you never know. It could come in handy.
I don't know, this game's getting kind of weird. What with the erotic sheep that were dancing earlier? We could even import an elephant for old times. You hear me slipping into it. I can't help it. For old time's sake. Alright, yeah, let's even grab that pie.
You bravely...
Hell yeah. Back up, poop. Good to have one. Maybe that means he finished. Yep. Good call. Got some fresh poop here.
That...
Doing it twice. Such an ass.
What?
Oh! Time. Alright.
You can't reach that hot apple pie from here.
Didn't he, like, change positions last time? I think he was out a bit further. Don't mess with it. Maybe not. Out of the way, bro.
You can't reach that hot apple. There's no...
Get out of the way, man.
Hop Sing, you're not mad at...
Alright. From around back. Good call. Completely forgot that we saw him on that screen earlier. Damn sheep. Shouldn't she be on stage right now? I was so close to it as well. There we go. There's the damn pie. Score.
Good move, Freddy. Dropping one steaming hot pie to get another.
Alright. So we got that key. Let's hit up the... How do you pronounce Cyril? Is that how I pronounce that? What's up, Cyril? Thanks for watching. I apologize if I butchered that. We got a thing for chickens, too?
Penny, she ain't.
he literally was like, yeah. It's not our kink, Freddy. Sir?
Yes, I'm sorry about your pharmacy. Maybe you should think about selling up and leaving.
I assume the game would just end if I do that. We should try it, right? Pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. Let's find out. Another way of...
Well, So before he hardly got nowhere,
hey, it's Act 3,
Freddy
Pops.
sold out to the banker and walked out of course gold with enough cash to start a new life
Frickin'
somewhere
sell
else. We don't keep in touch no more. I kinda resent the guy, him selling us all down the river and sich. We all had to give up our property after that. For all I know, he died in a pharmacy, and good riddance to him. He was never nothing special anyway. I forget why I even brought him up.
End of Let's Play. Fantastic. Does this town have a casino? It did, but they shuttered the doors because it was made of wood. Sheriff's orders. Alright, where's that damn key I found in that grave?
You hand the safe deposit box key to PH Balance.
PH Balance.
It'll be ready Tuesday. Oh, I mean, allow me to fetch your safe deposit box for you immediately.
I can do while he's back there. Guess it's already unlocked. What do we got? Twin shooters! Hell yeah.
Score!
Thank you, my
lovingly
friend.
Lift your pistols from the box where they've spent the past decade.
Score!
You take your lucky neckerchief out of the safe deposit box. Now you're really beginning to feel lucky.
Wait a minute. The last time I wore this was when Kenny shot off my ear back in St. Louis.
Well, okay, so maybe it's not that lucky a neckerchief.
It's got you there, narrator guy.
Freddy! Stop opening my lid.
All right, now let's go. How do I get away from this? Okay, here we go. That was weird.
I'm all done now.
Not enough time to steal this pen or anything.
Thank you for using the Bank of Bob.
B.O.B. Yeah, in more ways than one.
Well,
You cad.
Pork chops on the hoof.
I resent that, Freddy. Is the sheriff, let's go talk to him. Maybe he'll apologize for secretly trying to get me killed. Howdy, Sheriff. Anything we can steal from here?
If you get that thing open, Farky, let me know. It's been locked for years. Nothing in it, as far as I know.
Farky?
Sheriff, I'm going to be saying my goodbyes soon, and I just wanted to thank you for all your help.
Don't mention it, boy. If I could do anything to make your departure more hasty or pleasant,
All he's
feel
done
free
is
to
shut down our business and try to kill us.
Sheriff, I'm going to be saying my goodbyes soon.
Don't mention it.
Bye. For some coffee. Yeah, you do.
Here, Sheriff Shift.
Sheriff Shift.
I know how much a law-enforcing person like yourself appreciates a good, fatty, dessert-like foodstuff for breakfast.
Good fatty dessert like food stuff.
Wait, thank you. I've been so hungry I could eat a bar. But you think I could get a cup of coffee to go with this?
Why, sure, Sheriff. But in the meantime, I've been thinking about moving to another city. But I've got no bullets. I was wondering if you have any bullets that would fit an old 45.
Why, sure,
Fatty food
son.
stuff.
Here, have a box of these Remingtons. No charge. They're on the county.
Nice. Way to deal, Freddy. Way to deal. Some coffee for the man.
Here's what you wanted, Sheriff. A nice hot cup of Mom's coffee.
Thanks, partner. This will sure go good with that apple
the
pie you
idea.
gave me.
You're most welcome, Sheriff. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a spare gun cleaning kit, would you? These old pistols of mine are dirty as sin.
Okay, son. But this gun cleaning kit'll be the last thing I give you. Now get your pistols
Promise?
clean, get your horse packed, and get your ass out of my
Not that I have a horse. Let's clean them guns. Oh, they're shiny. / they might look the same. I wasn't paying attention really.
You slip the bullets in the chamber as the old memories come rushing back. Even a few featuring you and your first cousin out behind the barn when you were both curious 8-year-olds.
All right then. I guess might as well save and attempt to murder the sheriff in cold blood. Sucker shoot him. I think it's fair, given what we've overheard.
Now, you just hold on a cotton picking minute. You mean to tell me that you, some kind of Western hero, is just gonna walk in and shoot the sheriff in cold blood? No
But I
fair
did.
fight, no shootout in the middle of the street or nothing? Does that sound like an act of a hero, or does it sound like the act of a coward?
Coward, I guess.
You bet your boots. Let's just pretend this whole thing didn't happen, shall we? Let's just see if you can get through this whole thing
Rampage
without
time.
shooting anyone outright. Okay? Okay.
Don't have a face that looks like that then, Sheriff. It's a face that's ripe for shooting. We go practice now? Now, where did he go?
That just doesn't work like that.
Shooting?
That just...
Alright, let's go outside and shoot.
That just doesn't...
Okay. Maybe not next to the schoolhouse. He did say the edge of town, didn't he? Now, would that be the east side or the west side? Guess that would be the west side. Assuming that's north.
Well,
There you go.
Strini, I think I'm ready to try
This
some
works.
target shooting. You ready?
Certainly. I am without a desire to wait any further to stand in front of your blazing guns and take my life in your hands to help you perfect your
I
shooting.
was thinking,
How do you want to start?
Perhaps it would be besting if you place some targets upon the fence posts for a commencement.
fair enough. What do we got? Hopefully something. The bottles of water.
That just does... One of those bottles is full of water. Drink it before you do anything else. You take a swig of the water from the water tower. Uh-oh. Your stomach starts to make strange sounds. Your small intestine begins to whine. Your lower intestine starts complaining loudly. The water, obviously contaminated, has really opened up your sluices. You spend a few minutes in extreme discomfort.
It's all good now, though.
A few moments later, you emerge feeling refreshed.
Gee, that water's got a nasty kick to it.
Forgot about that. Oh well. So put some loco in that water tower. Now in this game, it's encouraged. All right. Now that my innards have gotten all sluiced. I'm one bad hombre. I'm feeling pretty tough. I don't know. Let's go in the middle. I did have some tequila last night, but
Okie dokie, Freddy Pharkas. First we shall see if you can successfully strike the bottles from afar with the bullets of your pistol. Then I will toss the bottles up in the air and you may try to hit them in flight. Good luck and may the best man win.
just... it's a little shaky. That's awful. Had I known that's what it meant, I would have been like, screw that. Oh, God. I'm sure my targets won't be falling in the air. Wait, the tequila. Oh, yeah. It's coming back to me now. Score. Definitely slowed it down for me.
Very good, Freddy Pharkas. Let us try some quick drawing. Just make sure you hit the target and not me.
I like his expression when I hit it. He goes, ooh.
I'm uploading myself inside. Now for the big challenge. 6 bottles all at once. Say, Freddy Pharkas, you are not so bad after all at the shooting gig.
Why, thanks, Srini. My life and the lives of every man, woman, and ruminant in this town depend on my being quick with a gun.
Did you not mention earlier that your life is in danger most forthcoming?
Yes, I did.
Something like that.
Might I then suggest that you might be excellent to placing a disguise upon your person, thereby making it to appearances that Freddy Pharkas has no longer around in this locality?
Good thinking, Srini. I'll need a disguise of some sort, something that will strike terror into the hearts of the bad guys. I know, a bat. I'll disguise myself as a bat, and you can be Srini, the boy wonder. You have any leotards?
Pardon me for asserting, but this bat thing is really hokey.
Poor Bruce Wayne.
Ah, you're right. Too juvenile. Let's see. How about...
Might I suggest a skin-tight costume with flowing cape and placed upon the manly chest thereof a large F for Pharkas?
Nah, that'd never work. I don't want people to know I'm Freddy, remember?
Then perhaps you are needing to do something about that right ear. Or, rather, the lack of that right ear.
Dang it, you're right. Everyone knows me as the one.
We get Willie to whittle us an ear.
I need to make
out
a
of
new
wax
one somehow. Maybe forge one out of metal or something. I'll give it some thought and meet you back at the pharmacy once I've completed my disguise.
Heck yeah. Let's see, where was Willie before? He was in the mercantile shop, I believe. Yep. Chesterfield's Mercantile Company.
The door swings open. From the back, you hear Chester's voice.
Help yourself. I'll be right out.
We'll never actually see Chester, aside from that, which I don't really count. Always so trusting, that Chester. While he's in the back doing something terrible to his sheep. Die, Willie!
You aim the gun at Willie and pull the trigger.
My skin's tough as nails, kid, like old rawhide. Bullets can't stop me.
You aim the gun at Willie and pull the trigger.
Yeah, whatever. In which case, maybe you'll help me instead.
Score! Willie, I'm in need of a way to disguise my ear. Do you think you could do something creative with this? Something in the shape of an ear, perhaps?
Offhand, I'd say do it your dang self. My nap time's coming up shortly. I've had a hard day of whittling. But you could maybe do some lost wax casting with this sucker, and that'd do the
Lost wax
trick.
casting, there you go.
Lost what?
Lost wax casting, son. What'd you do, sleep your way through metal shop?
I guess I must have. What's lost wax casting?
That's casting with an apostrophe, sonny, not an
Surprise,
ING.
you're right on.
Anyhow, you can make all sorts of things by making a wax positive, using clay to make a mold, then melting down the metal and pouring it into a mold. To make a mold, you carve whatever you want to cast out of wax, see? That's what we call a positive. Now, once you got the wax positive, you take some clay, see, and you patch the clay all around the positive. You just leave a little hole at the top so you can get the wax out. So now you got your wax inside the clay. Well, you just heat that sucker up till the wax goes all oozy and you pour the wax out. That's the lost wax part, see? Now you got your empty clay mold, what we call a negative. You smelts down your metal and pours the metal into the negative. Once it hardens up, you can just scrape off the clay, and there you are.
Metal
Did you
ear.
get all that?
Gotcha.
I think so. I'm
Metal
not
ear
sure.
solid.
Well, that's what your restore button's for, kiddo.
Fourth
Now,
wall, Willie.
scrambooch.
That just doesn't work.
Hiya, Whittling Willie.
How'd the gunslinging go?
Didn't do it yet.
Great. I'm getting ready to leave town now.
Drop the leaving town bit, Sonny. I know what you're up to. This is my story, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Now finish putting that disguise together and get
There you
to it so we can get this town cleaned up once and
Fair
for
enough.
all.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice.
As we enter the third hour of this Let's Play. Alright. So, I still...
The door swings open. From the back.
Yeah. There we go, got the knife. Couldn't remember if he gave it to me or if he just left it there. Alright. So now we should be able to whittle ourselves this little Swiss Army knife here.
With your new...
Didn't think that was going to take. Okay. So we got our wax ear now. And we can use... Could use the clay with the ear.
You carefully pack the clay in and around the wax ear, leaving a small opening so that you can pour out the molten wax later.
Just like Willie said. How many adventure games had you doing this? But you can't say it's not applicable. Man, that guy's really thin.
That's just another bit of authentic Western scenery. You can't think.
That guy was super thin and tall. Brilliant. How's it going?
You return.
What's that on the wall?
It is good to look upon your eternally smiling countenance of face again.
Yeah, I've missed you too.
Score!
Slim.
You carefully remove the medallion from the wall.
Srini will never miss this.
Freddy Pharkas, what in an entirely unsatisfactory afterlife are you doing with my finally earned silver medallion?
It's going to a good cause,
Don't worry
Srini.
about that.
It's going to help make Korsgold a safer, saner place to live.
I am hoping so, Freddy, for all the sakes.
Gonna melt down the medallion as our metal. I think this all works out. Hopefully I have everything I need. How many points we have? We're over 700. We're getting close, people. I think there's only one more act. It's not especially long. Alright, let's try this. Alright, alcohol lamp is lit. There's our wax. No more pills or anything at this point.
The wax in the mold slowly starts to melt. The melted wax runs out of the mold and spatters on the work table, resulting in an empty ear-shaped mold and a table with a severe case of waxy buildup.
Okay.
You can't heat the medallion directly, you'd burn your hand. That...
Got the crucible, there we go. Drop that in there.
The silver medallion slowly begins to melt. The medallion is nearly completely melted now. You now have a crucible containing molten silver.
Okay. This is working out very well so far.
That just doesn't work. That just.
Where did the crucible go?
Sal uses this canister of nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas, to make sure his customers leave with a smile.
Oh, there it is. Still in my hand.
You quickly pour the molten silver into the empty mold.
I know, I made that comparison earlier. It's still better than King's Quest 3. So is that...
You scrape the clay off and discard it, leaving you with a gleaming silver
yeah.
ear. Beautifully done. With an ear like this, you could, dare I say it, rule the world.
It's the most emotion I've heard from him.
You quickly lick your fingers and
Only
pinch
you
out
can
the
prevent
alcohol
pharmacy
lamp's
fires,
flame.
everybody. Crucible back, and we got a
This is
silver
where-
ear, gang. All right, can we get the whole outfit on now?
With your boots, your clothes, your guns cleaned and loaded, your silver ear, and your lucky neckerchief, you're ready to get dressed and assume your identity as the gun-slinging stranger. You return to your penthouse suite high atop the glittering Pharkas Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Corsgold. There, Srini greets you and solemnly assists you in the final preening. It's a somber and yet somehow exciting event.
I feel like it's when Shima was getting me ready when I was about to head out to Razir. It's a similar feel.
There you are, Freddy Pharkas. You are mostly indeed a picture of stately, mysterious strangeness. Nobody will be positive to recognize you now, at any time or place.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for your help, Srini. Corsgold owes you a debt of gratitude it can never repay. If anyone asks, Freddy Pharkas has left town. And if I don't come out of this alive, the pharmacy is yours.
That is of a true generous nature you are displaying, Freddy Pharkas. As for me, I would like to open a pharmacy on the reservation among my people. But whether that is fated to be or not is in the hands of someone who is not I.
Hello,
Luck
maybe.
be with you, Freddy Pharkas. I am proud.
Kind of the bald chin. Everyone has a bald chin now in this town. And with that, we head into Act 4, the final act, Showdown at the Hallelujah Chorale.
The stage was set for Freddy's showdown. Wait, did I say slow down? I meant showdown. No. I did say showdown,
yeah.
didn't I?
Yeah.
I thought I did. Weren't sure. Anywho, now that Freddy was wearing his silver ear thing and his old gunslinging duds, nobody except Srini recognized him. Not even Sadie Overy or Penelope knew who he was. They thought Freddy had skipped town, and they thought this new guy was just a handsome, silver-eared stranger who happened to be especially up on his pharmacology. Now, Freddy didn't have a lot of time to lose because things in Corsgold was getting worser and worser.
Epic.
This is one of the few remaining townspeople. Why they stay, no one knows.
Yeah, why does anyone stay? It's their home. It's up to us to make it safe. Apparently. Howdy, mister.
Hoping Chester won't recognize you with your new disguise, You approach him with a friendly smile.
Say, partner,
Same
that's
voice.
a woeful little sign you're
Gonna-
carrying there. We'll polish ears for stagecoach fare. What's
Couldn't
the
have changed
problem?
the voice at
Why
all,
so down on
Freddy?
your luck?
Well, I'll tell you. Even though I don't usually talk to silver-disguised strangers, there's a man inside who's the best damn poker cheat I've ever seen. I never even knew he was stealing my store till it was all over. You see, I bet everything I owned, including my store, on a queen high straight flush. And that bastard had a king high.
Don't feel bad, fella. I would have probably done the same. By the way, did you get this gambler's name?
Kenny.
Name? Sure did. Wheaton Hall's his name. Everybody calls him Aces, and I can see why.
Remember, they
Thanks
play
for
Aces.
your time, and I hope things
Aces
work
theme
out
in
for
there.
you. I think I might just pay Mr. Aces a little call.
Good luck to you, stranger, especially if you're going to get in that game.
Thanks. I'm wearing my lucky neckerchief, so I'm not too worried.
Like I got shot in the ear last time I wore it.
But are those blood stains there?
Oh, ear blood to be specific. Got spurs and everything. Love it. All right, let's go see this Wheaton or whatever his name is, this feller.
Wheaton Aces Hall. Slick, big-time back-east riverboat
Hustle
gambler
blue paint
has
like
turned the
nobody's
saloon's friendly
business.
poker game into vicious, high-stakes gambling, winning money, land, buildings, and businesses from the local bumpkins.
Man, look at that red bull. Wait a minute. You have a third hand?
It appears to be a third hand. So that's how Aces is cheating.
Howdy,
Larry?
stranger. New in town?
Hi, I sure am, and I'm looking for a hot time. I've been noticing some of your fine coarse gold fillings, and I wouldn't mind an introduction. Perhaps you could put in a good word for me with
Yeah, we could just sheep to bang.
Of course, I know a lot of you boys gotta pay for your fun, but I figure a guy with my looks and breath, hey, they should be paying me, you know? Right? Right. By the way, my name's Laffer. Zircon Jim Laffer. Don't believe I caught yours.
Oops, I think I smell something.
Phew, what rock did he crawl out from under?
Howdy, stranger.
Court.
Oops, I think I smell something burning or something. Catch you later.
Fantastic. Second Larry sighting.
Play it, Neville.
What should we go with this time? This feels like a gun rise, gun set moment. All right. If I recall correctly, we're gonna do a little ricochet action here.
That just doesn't work like that. That just
Who's that, by the way? Is that the...
Don't bother him. He's
That's the
sleeping it
DACA.
off. Then when he wakes up, he'll have a hair of the dog that bit him, and the cycle will begin anew. Like the miracle of life itself.
Beautiful.
How's the game going, Slick?
Who wants to know?
Just interested.
It's like half android.
Well, it's going very nicely, Justin. I've won the deeds to the saloon, the cafe, the school, and several other plots of land.
Penelope at the
My
school?
employer would be pleased. I should have the rest of the town sewn up in just a few minutes.
Who's your employer?
Sorry, that information is covered under the terms of boss hustler privilege.
Fair enough.
You're cheating! That's a fake left hand. Your real hand is hidden under the table. You've been feeding good cards into your hand and taking away the bad ones.
Why, yes, silver-eared stranger, you're correct.
Cheater.
Almost. As you see, I have no cards under the table. I only have this. Now turn around, silver-ear. I think I'd rather shoot you in the back, so I don't have to see that ugly face of yours.
Not if I can help it. There it is. There's the ricochet. Oh, yeah. Peerless.
Way, he
Hell yeah.
did it! What a manly man! Riverboat gambler in the corner pocket.
Yeehaw! I could have done that if I'd wanted to. I just didn't feel like it.
Sure, Larry's great-great-great-grandfather.
Now, when the townsfolk caught wind of how Aces had been cheating, the sheriff had no choice but to arrest him and return all the deeds. But wouldn't you know, no sooner had one brouhaha died down than another flared up.
Anything new, Larry?
Howdy, stranger.
Hi, of course,
Oops, I think...
That's tied up pretty easily and quickly.
Sam, what's going on outside? You got any idea?
all I know is that someone paid some cowhands to stand in the middle of their cattle drive, come into town and shoot the place up. Don't know why.
Let me at those cattle!
Without warning, you hear gunshots out in front of the saloon, plus lots of yelling and shouting. What's going on out there?
We should go out the back door. See if we can get a better view from up here. Oh.
You encounter dozens of rowdy cowhands from that cattle drive outside of town who are carelessly firing their guns everywhere and frightening, not to mention killing, the locals. They shout, "Let's stampede the women and rape the cattle." Luckily, the rowdy cowboys don't notice you from down below.
I know it's like a nylon string, kind of like, you know, Mexican gunslinger Wild West. But it also kind of sounds like King's Quest 6 a little bit there. We still got the laughing gas. They're gonna shoot me while I'm trying to score. Can I not say 835 of 999?
Let me at those cattle!
Yeah, we can save. Alright, so I think we need to shoot the can. Give us an edge in this outmanned fight. Outgunned, outmanned, out everything right now. Don't worry, sheep, it's gonna be okay. I trust you, Freddy. That's my sheep.
You encounter dozens of rowdy cowhands from that cattle drive outside of town who are carelessly firing their guns everywhere and frightening, not to mention killing, the locals. They shout, "Let's stampede the..."
They definitely saw me that. Oh my god.
Well, you gots to admit the feller died trying to defend his town. Now, we all had to leave town or get shot up anyways, so it's not as if Freddy done any real good, but it were still exciting to have him around for a while. I guess that story didn't get so good. Let me see. Have I told you the one about the traveling band uniform salesman and the librarian?
Please do.
Well, it seems there was this trouble in River City, and they had this pool table, and...
Rest in pieces. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Is there a better place that we can... Unless I just had to undo the laughing gas there. Like some Space Quest 6. Chillin' the villain. Chillin' the villain.
Here on...
Oh, wait a minute.
You can barely see a glint from the...
Yeah, I don't know why. But I remember we have to shoot this instead of...
You take careful aim with your pistol and slowly squeeze off a shot.
Guess it spreads better.
You did it. You shot off the
Pretty
canister's
ridiculous.
valve.
But score, nonetheless. You tell them the ultimate joke about the farmer's daughter and the vampire. Hell yeah. And no one got hurt.
Yipperoonie! Freddy done made them cowhands laugh themselves to death with a well-placed bullet. Course, he didn't get much time to celebrate. The sheriff and the banker and their unknown employer had figured that the mysterious silver-eared stranger might be just a little too much for them amateur rowdies to handle. So they'd called in some big guns from down south, just as backup, you know.
Hopefully not our old friend Kenny. Kenny. Running out of things in my inventory. This has to be over soon. Uh-oh. It's quite the walk you got there, mister. How about the whistle sound effects, percussion?
Hey, knock off the sound effects already.
Thank you, Freddy.
What's that rotten smell? Oh no, it can't be. You recognize that smell from your old days as a lawman. More dangerous than Jesse James. Meaner than Johnny Ringo. Deadlier than William Money. More fun at cocktail parties than Rooster Cogburn.
Rooster Cogburn.
It's the legendary Lever Brothers.
Yep, it's us, handsome silver-eared stranger.
And we're here to put you 6 feet under.
Under what?
Your fervent prayer is that your few minutes of target practice with Srini will be sufficient preparation for odds like this.
I could outgun the Magnificent Seven. Well, considering the harder difficulties means my trigger's gonna shake all over the damn screen, I'm a wuss. Do I want to shoot that TNT? That might not be good.
With his refurbished shooting skills, Freddy was able to blast the Lever Brothers
Interesting
to
way of doing it.
smithereens. Now, with those varmints out of the way, Freddy figured that was the end of the story. That somehow the Lever Brothers was responsible for everything that had been going on in town. But Freddy was wrong. The Lever Brothers had been hired for the task of getting rid of Freddy by whomever had hired the cowhands, and whomever was in cahoots with Sheriff Shift and P.H. Balance. And no sooner had Freddy's guns stopped smoking than he heard a familiar twang and a few chords of someone's theme music.
What was that?
Uh-oh. Oh, God. It's Kenny.
Could it be? No. What would he be doing way out here in the middle of nowhere? You haven't heard that chord in years, and yet here it is again. Strangely recognizable after all this time. In your heart you know it must be him. And yet... How did he find you? Will he be fooled by your disguise? Does he still eat paste?
Shoot your ear off this time, mister.
Kid, I want you out of town by sundown.
Well, sure, stranger. I'll be riding out of town well before sundown, leaving your sorry carcass for the buzzards to pick apart.
Will not.
Will two.
Not.
Two.
N-E. I refuse to play this juvenile word game with you.
I refuse to
Perfect.
play this juvenile
Icon
word
placement.
game with you.
What are you doing now? Repeating everything I say?
You tell him, Freddy.
What are you doing now? Repeating everything I say?
Bastard.
So that's why they call you Kenny the Kid. Because you are nothing but an immature little child, an anal retentive case of arrested development, with an unresolved edible complex and probably codependent to boot. You were a punk when I faced you back in St. Louis, and you're still a punk. Say your prayers, outlaw.
Say your prayers, outlaw.
Now cut that out.
St. Louis? I didn't know anybody with a silver ear in St. Louis, yet somehow you seem vaguely familiar.
Maybe we'll have time to compare yearbook photos.
That's his voice, by the way? I mean, shouldn't have gone for the face, I guess. I clicked before he shot me.
Well, you may have knocked the gun out of my hand, hero, but you couldn't stop me from hitting you anyway. Sorry I got a mite sloppy when I pierced your ear. Looks like you'll bleed to death in a few seconds. Guess now I can tell Penelope that you won't be interfering with her plans anymore.
What?
Penelope?
What did he say? Your head's swimming, but you're sure he said Penelope. Could it be her? Could she be the cause of all this?
Oh, not dead.
Score!
You weakly pull the neckerchief from around your neck. You place your lucky neckerchief on your ear and press on it to staunch the
For
flow
old
of blood.
time's sake.
With your last remaining
There
ounce
it
of
is.
strength, you pull yourself up and stumble off towards the schoolhouse to see Penelope.
Penelope. Penelope the sweet. Penelope my beloved. Penelope the traitor.
Guess I didn't lose yet.
Freddy dragged his bleeding self over to the schoolhouse. The anger and hurt was just ripping at his gut like a swarm of botflies on roadkill. Only worse, 'cause Freddy, unlike roadkill, was still alive. The schoolhouse door was unlocked for once, and Freddy walked right on in.
Let's get a quick save in here. Oh, Lord.
When Freddy stepped inside, Penelope was standing at the desk, packing in a hurry. She didn't even notice him come in. Gazing at her like that, Freddy saw her for the conniving snake in the grass she really was. All the bitter hurt and betrayal and rage was too much for Freddy to hold down. It churned around inside of him and finally welled up, bubbling to the surface in a furious storm of outrage.
Save again. It's a lot of dialogue.
Hey, Penelope, what gives?
Oh, why, it's you. The silver, handsome-eared
Man,
stranger.
Test Channel called it.
Handsome, silver-eared stranger, you mean?
Oh, right. I thought Kenny had taken care of you.
I like that, Brian.
Are you kidding? He did just the opposite. He hurt me. Just look at my ear.
Why, you poor man. You poor, brave cowboy. You're wounded. Here, allow me to tear a strip off my undergarment.
Penelope slowly moved her hands up to her bodice and began to carefully unbutton it, one button at a time, staring straight into Freddy's eyes.
Willie's not in the sheep, you can tell.
No. Ever since I saw you capture that big, bad gambler at the saloon, I've been thinking about you. Thinking about how I wanted you.
She slowly slipped her hands under the fabric.
Could this be my Penelope? Is it hot in here? Or is it just me? And what's with all this echo?
Thinking about how I needed you.
And before Freddy knew it, Penelope yanked a derringer from her bosom and aimed it at him.
Dead, that is. Drop him, gunslinger. Now!
I know that voice.
You resignedly unbuckle your holsters, letting your gun slip to the floor. Penelope appears to relax a little, but her finger is still on the trigger of the derringer. Looks like she might shoot at any moment.
Score! Not now,
Grab
score
the
guy.
slate and whip it around just in the nick of time. As you bend down to pick up your gun belt, Penelope hurls the derringer straight at your head.
Before I kill you, Mr. Gunslinging Stranger Hero type, let's just find out who you really are behind that silver ear.
Freddy! You?
Yes, it's me.
Still has the silver ear in that.
Yes, it is I.
Boy, you can take the wicked, villainous, hoodwinking, double-crossing, lying slut out of the schoolteacher, but you can't take the schoolteacher out of the wicked, villainous, hoodwinking, double-crossing, lying slut. Why, Penelope? Why? Why on earth have you done all this?
Oh, I may as well tell you, you little runt. You know too much for me to let you live. Well, all right, here goes. I had just finished my education back in western Pennsylvania at the local Meadville Normal School when I saw a small ad on the school bulletin board seeking teachers for a, quote, lovely little village way out west nestled high in the Sierra Nevada mountains. I wrote a letter of inquiry and was offered the position by the Course Gold Board of Education. They even sent me stagecoach fare. Soon after my arrival, which you saw in the prologue, I believe. Am I boring you? Oh, good. I noticed the oily swamp behind the schoolhouse. Being a good Pennsylvania oil country girl, I grasped immediately that Course Gold was literally oozing money. But I could never afford to buy mineral rights on the meager pittance they pay a single, unwed female teacher. So I made a little arrangement with Mr. Balance. He foreclosed whichever mortgages he could and convinced Sheriff Shift to shut down everyone else. Balance would get the land and buildings for a song and give me the mineral rights I wanted, as long as I gave him what he wanted.
Penelope. But Penelope, you seem to be such a sweet, innocent young woman. How could you be such a sleazebag?
Well, it had to be me, Freddy, don't you see? It's always the person you least suspect.
Well, I didn't suspect Srini. Couldn't it have been him?
She's like, who's that?
Well, it's a little late for that now.
Wait. I really didn't suspect me.
Well, if it's you, then I'm doing the town a favor by disposing of you, aren't I? Oh, kill me.
Penelope eyes the lantern sitting on the newel post.
Oops! How clumsy
Oh no,
of me.
the oil. Penelope!
Oh well, Course Gold won't be needing a schoolhouse anyway.
Wait, there were a lot of other people I didn't suspect.
Oh no. No, it froze. There we go. All right. You creepy jester puppet in the corner.
You can't reach it from the
Freddy! Get out of that dang chair. There we go. The ear, Freddy.
You scooch the chair
Your salvation.
closer to your precious silver ear and just manage to snag it.
So the ear is sharp enough to do everything.
Smart thinking. You frantically give the silver ear a few quick rubs on the stone floor. In a trice, the silver ear gets a sharp edge, ragged and rough, but sharp enough to be dangerous.
Ah, nice and sharp.
That just doesn't work. You manage to slice into the ropes with the sharpened
Hell
silver ear.
Score! Oh.
Justice will be done, madam.
Damn, I knew I shouldn't have wasted my time packing those student folders.
I shall allow
What if that's
you
Maureen
to
from
choose
Full
the
Throttle
manner
as
of your
well?
demise.
Say what?
Oopsie. Sorry, you took too long to decide.
Penelope grabs one of the swords off the Civil War display above the blackboard.
Leaving one up there. Sword! It'd be fantastic if they switched that out there. Whoa!
Oh, dear, I wonder, did I forget to mention downstairs that Meadville Normal had the nation's first female fencing team? On guard.
Put it in the middle. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right then.
Yep, Freddy met his death at the tip of a sword. Too bad, 'cause he'd gotten so close to saving Course Gold from falling
It's
into
right there.
Penelope's mercenary clutches. So Penelope went ahead with her
Oh, good
little
for her.
scheme. She bought up the town real cheap and made millions in the oil industry. She died just a few years back, but she was so rich that she had herself froze solid till they could find a way to bring
How
her
are
back
you
to
still
life.
alive, Willie?
Ain't that a hoot?
How do you know all this? Alright, we'll put on easy mode since there was no training for this. Easy. I'm going to die. Yeah. Suck it, Penelope.
Oh,
Curses, you foiled me!
Class dismissed.
It's not a foil, it's a saber. A foil is straight and has two sharp edges, unless it's the smaller French foil, which is dull and is used chiefly for thrusting. A saber, like this one, is curved and has one sharp edge. As a teacher and a member of the fencing team, you of all people should have known that.
Foil defeated and corrected. Now I really feel bad.
And thank God for my high school intramural sports program. Otherwise, I'd be fettuccine Alfredo by now.
Score! Damn it, Kenny. I have to do one last save here. Figure out how to deal with Kenny. Except I know exactly what we'll be using, even though that's interestingly animated.
Hey, it's you! I recognize you now from the old neighborhood. Freddy something.
How is that your voice?
Good to see you again, Kenny. I hope I didn't hurt your hand out there in the street.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, that was you out there? I didn't recognize you. Have you done something with your hair?
No, not my hair, Kenny, but this.
My ear, bitch. Oh, the neck.
Hurling your sharpened ear like a Chinese.
Looks like he's flicking him off too. Insult to injury.
Right in the throat.
Nice. So you're just gonna leave her there? That's cold, Freddy. Ice cold. Epilogue. Go rest, young man.
Yes, sir. By gum, by cracky. With his one good ear all mangled and grody, Freddy managed to leap from the schoolhouse just seconds before it went up in the biggest conflagration coarse gold had ever seen. The truth came out about Penelope and how she'd been plotting to buy up all the oil rights. There was no earthly way she could have survived the blast. Still, it were curious how they never recovered her body. Sheriff Schiff and P.H. Balance were run out of town on a rail. The townsfolk leased the oil rights to some big developers. Soon everybody was rolling in dough, sprucing up the town and revitalizing coarse gold. Me, I eventually found my whittling knife, all gunked up. I don't remember dropping it. Must have had a spell of stupidity or something. And as for Freddy, well, he made himself another couple of silver prosthesii. One to replace the ear that Kenny just shot off, and one to replace the silver ear that ended up fatally lodged in Kenny's
neck.
What with all the fuss, Freddy was able to keep his gunslinging identity a secret. And it were a good
How improbable.
thing, too, 'cause Freddy's adventures was far from over. But that little nipper is another story. Now get off my lap. You're starting to compact my vitals.
Unfortunately, I think that was the end of Freddy's story. The ballad of the end of the game of Freddy Pharkas. Alright, everybody.
Now the whole town still remembers how the old schoolhouse was blown to embers, though Miss Prim's body was never ever found. Since the sheriff and the banker made the folks of coarse gold red with anger, they tarred and feathered and ran 'em out of town. And Serini, he became an ordinary Rexall TP shaman down on the Pecos, where engine hearts still burn. While the townsfolk safe from danger talk about that silver earlobe stranger. Where did he come from, and when will he return?
Oh, yeah.
Freddy Pharkas. Black gold fields were his legacy. Freddy Pharkas. Freddy Pharkas. Peerless, earless, and free.
Hell yeah, amen.
Oh.
Badass. Here's your hero shot, people. That's great. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Beautiful. Mid-credit scenes. All right, let's hang out for a bit. I guess I don't feel too bad about sleeping with Madame Ovary now. Penelope was a fake, a phony. Look up some more of these voice actors. Best shot, you'll die laughing.
Freddy, you?
Why, Penelope? Why? Why on earth have you done all this?
I suppose I can tell you. You know too much already, so I can never let you live. I had just finished my education back in western Pennsylvania at the local Meadville. Oh, wait a second, Josh, can I ask you a question?
Shelley, how many times do we have to do this damn scene?
It's just that I don't understand my motivation for this speech.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, why would Penelope reveal all this to Freddy? Why doesn't she just kill him and get on with it, for crying out loud?
Just do it, all right? I want to get home tonight. Look, I've got people coming in from the coast.
This is about acting.
Gil.
You wouldn't know anything about that.
Shell, it's just a plot device so that the audience understands what's going on. Otherwise, we leave a lot of unanswered questions.
Oh, can't we just put it in the manual instead, Joshy, sweetie, booby, honey? It's just so dull.
No, they might read it before they finish the game. Ready to take it again?
All right, fine, I suppose.
And action!
Jeff Bro. That's Kath Sousey. How do you pronounce her last name? I don't know, but yes, she was definitely Maureen Corley in Full Throttle, and has done 1,000 other things in terms of voice work. The Critic, Captain Plank.
Ow!
Oh, God.
You hit me again. No. You really hit me.
Cut!
Yes, I'm cut, and I'm bleeding too.
I hope it's serious, you little wimp.
Excuse me, can I say something here? I am gonna sue. This is what happened to Margaret Hamilton, you know.
Where are you bleeding?
My finger.
You'll never pick his ear with that finger again.
Oh, you just shut up, Miss Thing. This is all your fault, you know.
Can you suffer through one more take, Gil?
Oh, sure, Josho, and I'll just bleed to death. But you'll have your game. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what you really want. That's all this is about. You. All right, come on, let's do it. What are we waiting for? Come on, people, let's go. All right, come on, let's do it. What are we waiting for? Come on, come on, people, let's go. We're losing the light. Gil, use the pain. Directed at Shelley. All right.
This is like before, like, fake outtakes were a thing. It's kind of trailblazing in that sense. But yeah, I was gonna. She did Lola Bunny and Space Jam.
Oh, my formal fellow, I am but a weary traveler from a land far, far away.
Cut!
What was wrong with that?
The accent slipped, babe.
Good.
I didn't hear any Italian creeping in. I thought it was pretty good.
You don't like my accent? You call my agent. I can't work under these conditions. I'm going to my trailer.
Antonio, don't walk on the ants! Ants? Ha! That's what I think of.
Poor ants. Phil Little from Rugrats.
Mike, get Antonio's agent on the phone. Steve, get the rest of the programmers down here. Gil, take 5.
Yeah, man. Guess so. She's had such a good career. It's crazy.
Double, stunt double. Hey, I said stunt double. I'm not gonna do this jump myself. I could break my neck. I'm going to my trailer.
Gil,
It's supposed to be at night, though.
Oh, yeah, right. Like, that's in my contract. My stunt double is supposed to handle this.
She can't. She quit yesterday.
Oh, really? Why?
People, work with me here. Huh? I'm sensing reluctance. Now, please, just do the jump before we lose the assay set, all right?
Oh, honey, doesn't this scene take place at night?
Well, we're shooting day for night. It's cheaper. The artists will fix it in post-production.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Off the set, Millie!
Oh, but I wanted to watch Gil break his neck.
Get out! He's nervous enough about doing this scene without you watching him. Ready, Gil?
Shooting day for night.
This is ridiculous. I swear, I will sue if something goes wrong. This is what happened to Margaret Hamilton, you know.
I already said that.
Just do it. And action!
Ow! Workers' comp! Workers' comp!
Cut!
I'm running out of credits. That might be it. Adventure game is a work of fiction protecting the law, general parody. Yeah. That's fair. 34 animals were injured or maimed after anything less than total complete realism. There you go. Freddy Pharkas. I think we're just going to loop at this point. But, yeah. Turn this down a little bit at this point. I mean, you can see that. Yeah, something different from Aloe in the early 90s. One of the forgotten Sierra games, or less thought about, you know, outside of all the quests and the series and everything. But that was a good time. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I had a lot of fun playing it. Tune in every Tuesday, as I said, for more live classic games right here on Let's Play with Brigands, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And vote for what games, or just suggest games you want to see me play at letsplaywithbrigands.com. Anyway, for now, tune in next time for more fun times right here on Let's Play with Brigands. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.
Give me all your light that you kept inside. Give me all the streets that keep you out my first night.